Hello and welcome to the Drug.
क्या वो चलो go on. That's
शुरू
part
हो
of
गया।
it actually.
क्या
गाना
तुझे
गाना
क्या गाना गाना क्या वो क्या कह रहे थे?
नहीं चलो start कर दो.
अब हो गया स्टार्ट। अब क्या स्टार्ट कर दो।
Intro नहीं देना था तुम्हें क्या?
Hello and welcome to the Drag Room Expert. Hello and welcome to the Drag Room Experts with me Zaib, and with me are Zain Navaid. Hello guys.
हाँ भाई.
क्या हाल है?
तो आज हम एक बड़े अरसे के बाद जो है ना एक उस चीज़ पे एपिसोड कर रहे हैं कि जिस पे हमने लास्ट सीजन में कहा था कि हम करेंगे, लेकिन वो आ भी गया, सीजन चला भी गया, पता भी नहीं चला और हमने भी उस पर बात भी नहीं करी।
It
वो
tells
याद है
you
जब
how
हम
it
लोग
was.
इट टेल्स यू हाउ इट वाज एक्चुअली लास्ट सीजन था या उससे पहले वाला था, जब मेरे ख्याल से पेप्सी बैटल ऑफ द बैंड चल रहा था और वो उसके बाद आने वाला था कोक स्टूडियो 13 या 12 था, पता याद नहीं आ रहा।
12th, I think.
आई थिंक 12
बस
था।
पेप्सी को तो 2 साल हो गए, राइट? बैटल ऑफ द
हाँ
बैंड.
पेप्सी को दोस्त एग्जैक्टली। तो वो हमने कहा था कि चलो पेप्सी बैटल ऑफ द बैंड वो हम पूरी प्रॉपर देख रहे थे हर एपिसोड की तरह, जिस तरह हमने देखा था। तो वो हमने फिर कवर उस पर रिव्यू किया था। फिर हमने कहा था चलो यार अब कोक स्टूडियो स्टार्ट होने वाला है तो हम उस पर भी करेंगे, लेकिन that kind of gives you the story of what Coke Studio had become, unfortunately, since it's like I would say meteoric rise जब वो start हुआ था। तो मैं उस बारे में सोच रहा था, मैंने कहा यार तुम लोगों का भी ऐसी था, तुम लोग कब से तुम लोग कोक स्टूडियो को फुली फॉलो नहीं किया तुमने, कब से? ना मैंने तो पहले सीजन में नहीं किया,
Probably
लेकिन
मेरे ख्याल से in a best part of a decade maybe. Almost like 7-8 years probably.
Yeah.
मैं भी कह सकता हूँ आई थिंक एटलीस्ट 7-8 साल हुए होंगे। जैसे मैंने ऑन एंड ऑफ गाने सुने हुए हैं, यानी कि कुछ गाने अच्छे लगते हैं तो मैं कहता यार ये कौन सा गाना है, फिर बात लगता है कोक स्टूडियो में। फॉर एग्जांपल वो आतिफ असलम ने मेरे ख्याल से कौन से सीजन में एक फैज़ अहमद फैज़ की या अहमद फराज की पोइट्री पढ़ी थी, गज़ल थी क्या थी, आए कुछ अब्र। तो मेरे पास चल रहा था तो पता नहीं कहाँ किस तरह से प्लेलिस्ट में आ गया, तो मैं सुन रहा था, मैं कहा ये कौन सा गाना है। फिर मैंने देखा कि मुझे लगा किसी फिल्म का, लेकिन बाद में पता लगा कि दैट वाज एक्चुअली कोक स्टूडियो गाना, क्योंकि आतिफ असलम यूजुअली डजंट डू गज़ल्स राइट। तो आतिफ असलम ने गज़ल कवर की, मेरे ख्याल से आई डोंट नो कि वो अहमद फराज की थी या फैज़ अहमद फैज़ की थी, बट ईदर दोस टू, लेकिन बहुत अच्छी गज़ल थी वो। तो इस तरीके से ना लाइक आई हैव हर्ड सॉन्ग्स फ्रॉम सर्टेन सीजन्स के यार। अच्छा मेरे ख्याल से सीजन 4 या 5 तक ना
We
मैंने
followed properly.
हर एपिसोड देखने, यानी हर सॉन्ग देखा था।
I
उसके
think
बाद
latter
फिर
half of रोहिल हयात का जो first वो जो था stint था, उसमें latter half जो 2-3 आखिरी के सीजन थे वो मैंने पूरी तरीके से फॉलो नहीं किए थे, एंड में आगे
मैंने भी नहीं किया,
मगर शुरू के जो थे 4-5 थे या वो मैंने
फिर
सारे
शायद स्ट्रिंग्स का मैंने पहला सीजन फॉलो किया होगा, लाइक हाफ हार्टेडली मे बी, जस्ट टू सी कि क्या होता है। लेकिन मेरे लाइक मैं अभी सोच रहा था इस बारे में, मैं कहता कोक स्टूडियो का लाइक व्हाई डिड यू लव the idea of like सीजन 1 जब आया था, तो लाइक तुम लोगों के दिमाग में क्या ऐसी चीज थी उसको लेके कि यार ने बोला कि यार आई लव दिस, ऐसा क्या था?
यार आई थिंक उस वक्त इट वाज फ्रेश, राइट? उस वक्त जो अगर हम पाकिस्तानी
फ्रेशनेस क्या है? फ्रेशनेस इन व्हाट
यार
व्हाट सेंस?
पाकिस्तानी म्यूजिक सीन उस वक्त मोस्टली रॉक था। इफ यू उस
राइट,
वक्त हमारा वो वाला एरा था जहां हमारा जो रॉक का पीक था, इट वाज डिक्लाइनिंग, राइट? जहां जब एक जो टाइम था जहां ईपी और ये सब जो आरओ और कारवान ये सब जो बैंड्स थे, राइट? उनका एक काइंड ऑफ लाइक डिक्लाइन चल रहा था एंड एवरीवन वाज ब्रिंगिंग आउट द सेम थिंग। तो ये
म्यूजिक चैनल्स खत्म होने वाले थे, खत्म हो
एग्जैक्टली
गए थे ऑलमोस्ट,
हो ही गए थे, समझ लो। दिस वाज फ्रेश बिकॉज़ इट वाज ब्लेंडिंग व्हाट वी लव विद सम ऑफ द मोर जो थोड़ा
क्लासिकल
आप
स्टफ,
कह लो म्यूजिक जो थोड़ी कल्चरल साइड जो है, जैसे जो अलग अलग लैंग्वेजेस में और लाइक रॉक
क्लासिकल
म्यूजिक
बेसिकली,
फ्यूजन विद
फोक
क्लासिकल म्यूजिक
फोक।
एंड ऑल दैट। सो वो तो इसलिए आई गेस इट वाज अ वेरी समथिंग न्यू एंड फ्रेश एंड नॉट सीन एनीवेयर एल्स बिफोर, एंड आई गेस दैट्स व्हाई वी वर सो इनटू इट। And I think that was the reason we got out of it too, because it just was the same thing over and over again.
हाँ
तो
आई
एक
थिंक
पॉइंट के बाद जब आप एक चीज को रगड़ दो तो फिर you are like you lose
मैं भी
interest.
सोच रहा था ये सोच रहा था कि मे बी इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ द लैक ऑफ ओरिजिनल्स, लेकिन मैंने कहा नहीं यार सीजन 1 वाज नॉट ओरिजिनल एट ऑल, लाइक मे बी
No, it
शायद
was
एक
all
आध गाना
covers.
No, it's very
It was all
it was
derivative
all
actually.
it was all covers or like songs redone, essentially. यानी कि
yeah.
अली अज़मत का जो famous गरज बरस है, like I think it's probably one of the famous coke studio renditions ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his song which he wrote a few years ago, और वो आके चला गया. Like ऐसा नहीं कि
Yeah.
उसने 20 साल पुराना गाना दोबारा से रिन्यू किया है. वो जस्ट a couple of years ago गाना रिलीज हुआ था और वो आके चला भी गया. फिर वो दोबारा आया और फिर वो दोबारा चाहा. तो it wasn't probably the original aspect of it, but you're right. I think more so from a fusion perspective, और कुछ genres जैसे folk music है जो हमने इतना नहीं
सुना होगा
उसको
सही.
सुना हुआ था, कि जैसे बलोची म्यूजिक अगर आ रहा है फॉर एग्जांपल, या फोक पंजाबी म्यूजिक अगर आ रहा है उसमें, तो ये इस तरह की चीज़ें साउंड्स हमने नहीं एक्सपीरियंस करे हुए थे. तो उसको अगर वो एक डाइजेस्टेबल मार्केटेबल पैकेज में वो हमें प्रिपेयर करके दे रहे हैं, जिसमें मुझ जैसा बंदा या तुम जैसा बंदा या तुम लोग जैसे कराची में रहने वाले लोग, राइट, जो कि उस लैंग्वेज से वाकिफ ना हो या उस टाइप ऑफ म्यूजिक से वाकिफ ना हो, उनको वो पैकेज करके दे रहे हैं, तो लाइक ऑब्वियसली ग्रेट यार, एक नई चीज़ ट्राई कर रहे हैं विद अ हिंट ऑफ पुरानी चीज़ का टेस्ट जो हमें पता है, जिस चीज़ के टेस्ट से हम अकस्टम थे. तो यू एब्सोल्युटली राइट. आई थिंक मैं अभी एक पढ़ रहा था, कहीं सुना था, मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा, but I think this description of Coke Studio like hit the nail on the head. कि Coke Studio started with an idea of bringing two generations or various generations of music together. ठीक है? And then by the end of it, by the end of season 13, it had actually gone back to where it was before season 1, essentially. क्योंकि वो जो gap था between uh, um, I would say contemporary music and um,
Folk.
and like folk or like local,
Classic.
जो आपका music
Yeah.
होता है, जो आपका local music है, वो gap by the end of 13 had gone maybe more further from where it was season 1, right? क्योंकि फिर किसी ने like relate, हम जैसे लोगों ने relate करना छोड़ दिया था उससे. क्या ठीक
Yeah.
है, इट्स प्रॉब्ली लाइक क्या कहते हैं उसे यार, वो जो वेगस में पुराने स्टार्स की वो होती है, कॉन्सर्ट्स होते हैं, उसको क्या कहते हैं, एक वर्ड होता है उसका,
Hall of Fame.
नहीं
एक
नहीं
समथिंग
वो
एक्ट, उसको क्या कहते हैं, फला एक्ट बन गए, वो क्या कहते हैं उसे.
they're doing the क्या कहते हैं this, yeah I
Oh.
know, but they have to do it every night essentially, एक वो पूरा चल रहा
हाँ,
होता है पूरा scene.
तो वो इट्स बेसिकली ना वो एक
Residency.
रेजिडेंसी होती है उसकी. और
Yeah.
उसके एक होता है ना कि यार हम एक उस टाइप के एक्ट बन गए. इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ एक्ट, उसकी डिस्क्रिप्शन होती है कि बैंड्स जो होते हैं या म्यूजिशियंस होते हैं, दे बिकम लाइक types of acts which who go on stage and perform their best ever, like best of album
Yeah,
चला
you
रहा है.
just wheel them out every night, और वो अपने वो जो
Yeah.
हाँ,
गिने चुने अच्छे गाने जो हैं, जैसे Genesis is
हाँ,
actually doing it right now.
right.
Um,
I was
but
surprised Adele was going to do it. I was like, why Adele? Isn't she too young as in like as an artist to
Too
do
new.
a
Yeah.
Vegas,
well,
to do a Vegas residency?
She's
was
moving
I
there
don't
too.
but I don't think hers was
Vegas?
just her
I think
parents
hold on.
she's
and
moving
stuff.
there too. Yeah.
Oh, तो she couldn't probably say, तो अबे residency का मतलब तो ये तो नहीं समझा कि वो
No,
actually
no,
वो
no. I know. I
residency.
knew वो गाने का मुझे पता है गाने का, but I think she was saying that she's moving there too. I don't know.
Why? Adele को PR मिल गया?
PR. That's what I
नहीं,
heard. I don't know if it's true.
I'm doing a Vegas residency. Oh, you're moving. Oh, that's great. Yeah, great. Welcome to the US. तो वो इस तरह के एक्ट्स नहीं होते जो अपने पुराने गाने चला रहे होते हैं या थोड़ा सा रीमिक्स वर्जन चला रहे हो, तो वो इट काइंड ऑफ बिकेम दैट, एंड इट काइंड ऑफ लाइक बिकेम लाइक दैट ओल्ड अंकल जो पुराने गाने चलाते हैं,
Yeah.
राइट.
Yeah.
and it's just
तो
there, despite whether you like it or not, it's just there, and it's
it was there. It was like maybe
and
some
that mainstreaming of it became its own, I think, almost like a downfall, because हर जगह आपको जो है, it was almost force fed, right? You're just forced to listen to a lot of
I
this
think
music that it was just dated, right?
yeah.
Severely.
What was the reason though? Like you can't say is it because of the producers or was it because of the
I think
brand?
I think it fatigue is a thing too, right?
Yeah, yeah. अब
कोई
10 साल
कोई
से
भी
एक ही
चीज
चीज
जो है
सुन रहा
फ्रेश
हूँ.
नहीं रहती, चाहे आप जितना भी अच्छे हो या बुरे हो. नॉट टू से कि कोक स्टूडियो ने अपनी क्वालिटी या मैार को वही बरकरार रखा था. They did not actually. But at the same time, people just got tired of it, and they had like other alternatives. Initially, जब कोक स्टूडियो आया था, उनकी एक monopoly थी in that area, right? And
Right.
then a few years down the road,
That's a
I
good
mean,
point.
Zulfi was part of this, right? This movement, the alternative or alt Coke Studio movement, Nescafe Beats
Yeah.
and the likes. So, and they just, I mean, frankly, they just became better in many
They did
respects.
with every
Oh
passing
So,
yes,
season. Yeah.
oh yes. Even though
so
Nescafe Basement wasn't like again wasn't like smashing out originals. They were kind of like
no,
doing,
No.
but
No.
the great thing about them was that they were having virtual like comparative nobodies like newbies
That
given the
was.
platform to perform like
Yeah.
बच्चा बच्चा ड्रम बजा रहा है and then एक बच्ची आके गाना गा लेती है जिस जो like
Yep.
वायरल हो जाती है जो कौन सा था बोल हूँ जो
yeah,
कुछ साल पहले
Mhm.
वायरल हुआ था तो like nobody's from that perspective no disrespect to them like obviously they've been working for a while but commercially they weren't as visible as they became after Nescafe Basement तो वो उस वजह से ना
I
वॉइस
think
की फ्रेशनेस थी उसमें
that brings me to that point. Another reason we got the fatigue was with Nescafe Basement. With every new season, there was new unknown talent, and that
yes
was the selling point at the start of Coke Studio when we got Zaib and Hania, and we got all these different artists that we started actually
right.
liking from Coke Studio.
Coke
And
Studio
then उसके बाद चौथे पांचवे सीजन के बाद there are a few names that became like the staple. Like आपको पता है कि ये तो होंगे ही होंगे Coke Studio में.
Like in a way, Coke Studio residency हो गई थी वहाँ पे.
Yeah,
तो वो हर
basically.
साल
हाँ
कोई एक
I think
अंकल आ
that
रहे
was
हैं
another.
और
Yeah.
and
बोली
then
बजाए जा रहे हैं.
somewhere in the middle we have like Aisha Umar it passed part of Coke Studio and like Mehwish
Although
Ayaz I
that
think in,
season was pretty good, but
what
yeah,
season was that
Komal Rizvi
वो
was there for some reason.
वो तो मेरे
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
वो मुझे याद नहीं है like I think that
yeah,
was
she was there.
last season
She had Dane Badana, I think.
was it
Anyways, yeah.
so I with Ruhail coming back for 13 I had high hopes. I was like, okay, chalo, इतने सालों के बाद आ
Mhm.
रहा है, he would probably come with fresh ideas, and maybe he did, but it wasn't like it showed that he has been away from the game for a while.
Mhm.
While someone like Zulfi has been like crafting away year after year, trying different things, doing different things. He did like
Yeah.
Nescafe Basement, and then he did, I think, Pepsi Battle the Band में दो तीन गाने आके किए भी थे उसने
Yep.
फवाद के साथ, if you guys remember.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we did.
तो ईपी भी आई थी उसमें बीच में वापस फिर फवाद के साथ उसने सेपरेटली कुछ दो तीन गाने किए थे फिर देन ही डिड अ फ्यू एड्स फॉर कोक स्टूडियो जिससे हमें लगा था कि अच्छा ही इज नाउ गोना प्रोबेबली गोना गो देयर जिसमें वो
Mhm.
प्रोड्यूसर बन सकता है ऑफ द बैंड सॉरी ऑफ द होल शो
Mm-hmm.
and then came 14 and this is what we're going to talk about. I want to spend a lot of time on this. This is the main crux of the show. And I didn't have so much expectations. I was excited to see like let's see what Zulfi can do because Zulfi has like proven
Mm-hmm.
up until that
Mhm.
point KR he has the chops of a great music director
Yeah.
or a producer. So how do you guys want to talk about it? Do you guys want to go through it like song by song? Do you want to talk about like as a whole first? Like किस तरह से बात करना है?
Maybe as a whole first, just general thoughts and the themes and
Okay.
impressions of it, and then maybe we can dive deeper.
Maybe expectation बता दो पहले and then overall view of the
I think.
whole show
Hmm.
and then we can go song by song.
Sure, we do that.
सही है.
बोलो क्या कह रहे थे नवे तुम?
No, मैं नहीं, I was just saying the opposite thing. Like पहले song by song चलते हैं and then you can tell okay that this is what we thought of the song and this overall इसका फिर ये बनता है कि because of
ओके
those
हाँ हाँ ऐसा भी कर सकता है लेकिन पहले
Sure,
एक्सपेक्टेशन
man.
बताओ तुम्हारी
whatever
एक्सपेक्टेशन क्या
like
थी?
whatever works. Yeah, whatever.
Fine,
नहीं
either way.
एक्सपेक्टेशन क्या थी तुम्हारी?
Expectation थी तो high because especially with
Because
Nescafe
you've been
based.
following Zulfi very closely.
Yeah,
Like
Nescafe basement वगैरह
मेरा
हर
और
चीज.
जैन का तो मुझे नहीं पता. Like I wasn't. Zain probably I don't know what was, but
I
you were
was
like very
not,
close.
no.
नेस्कैफे बेसमेंट में काफी मतलब मैं आई वाज फॉलोइंग लाइक देखा जाए इन अ वे जो ये पूरा बैंड भी लेकर आया है कोक स्टूडियो में राइट एज सून
Yes.
एज आई न्यू के ओके
Mm-hmm.
इट्स ऑल दोस गाइस राइट बिलावल एंड आपका वो क्या नाम है जो बेस प्लेयर है उसका
किसका?
फॉरगेटिंग द नेम वो नेस्कैफे में ही होता था उसी हाउस बैंड में होता बेसिकली जो नेस्कैफे का जो हाउस बैंड था he
हाँ.
brought it up उनको सारे कोक स्टूडियो में लेकर आया सो आई न्यू कि ओके ही वाज गोना डू
तू
समथिंग
फॉलो कर रहा था तुझे सिर्फ एक ही नाम याद आया.
नहीं
अब
इसके
अब आगे बात नहीं होगी जब
अभी
तक नाम नहीं याद
वो यार वो जो
आएगा.
मक्खन खाना था
मक्खन खाया
यार
हुआ था जो त्रिचुड़ी
हाँ जो 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 चिख, जो चीखता बड़ा अच्छा है क्या नाम है उसका शेरी
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 खटक.
हाँ जो बेसिकली कराक्रम वाले जो बंदे हैं दे हैव
वॉइस से हाँ.
बिकम इन अ वे लाइक द हाउस बैंड दैट यूज्ड टू बी उमरान शफीक एंड
Yeah.
आपका क्या नाम था
तो एक ही
हाँ,
नाम
मैं
बता
नाम ही
सकते
नहीं याद आ रहे मुझे। वो बेसिस कौन था? जो अली अजमल के
क्या
साथ
था, मन्नू मन्नू क्या नाम था
मन्नू,
उसका?
हाँ।
मन्नू, हाँ।
So basically they got replaced by these guys.
तो जब भी शुरू कर रहे हैं एक ही नाम पे टकरा है।
हाँ, I know यार, आज 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 बादाम ज़्यादा खाने पड़ेंगे। नाम याद
तो
नहीं आ रहा।
तो
But
तेरी यानी कि तू you were like dude this is gonna be like
yeah,
this is gonna blow
this
your mind.
this will
It's gonna
definitely
be
gonna
good,
be
yeah.
different if not, amazing। मगर जो अभी पिछले 5-6 सीज़न जो हम लोग सुनते हुए आए हैं कोक स्टूडियो, and especially even Abdullah Siddique,
Yeah.
him joining
Right,
the
he was part
producers
of the
list, that was an
co-producers, हाँ।
I
इसको चल
remember
अब्दुल्ला
just
सिद्दीकी I was following, yeah, I knew
उसका
him.
जब पहला सॉन्ग आया था, आई रिमेंबर मैंने और ज़ैन ने एक्चुअली आई सेंट इट टू हिम एज़ वेल कि
Yep.
ही साउंड्स अ लॉट टू मी, ही साउंडेड अ लॉट लाइक द वीकेंड, लाइक वेरी फर्स्ट आई थिंक रेजिस्टेंस जो उसका अपना जो था, जो ओरिजिनल था, नॉट द नेस्कैफे वर्जन, द वन ही रिलीज्ड बाय हिमसेल्फ।
अच्छा, I did not know कि he was part of Nescafe Basement until very recently.
ही
I
आई
knew
थिंक ही
him
केम
from
फॉर
his
लाइक अ सॉन्ग।
solo stuff, like solo or collaboration stuffs,
या
जिसमें उसने I think मीशा के साथ एक गाना किया था, फारिस के
नो
साथ गाना किया हुआ है अलग एक,
या
और
वो
उसमें
तो काफ़ी वो तो लेटर था, वो तो
लेट किया, लेटर
आफ्टर
लेटर किया था,
आफ्टर
हाँ।
नेस्कैफे। हाँ।
Right.
राइट राइट एग्जैक्टली
हुँ,
नेस्कैफे वाला मुझे उसका like I had no idea he was a Nescafe, like I
या
probably gonna watch some videos to see like what was that like। क्या हो गया,
हाँ, तोड़ दो, फेंक दो।
तोड़ दो सब।
अब यार वो व्हाइट बोर्ड पे पेन नहीं था, वो मैग्नेट वाला, वो गिर गया for some reason. Anyway.
फट गई, रन की फट गई
What the fuck?
फायरिंग हो गई। तो हाँ, तो देन तुम्हारी क्या एक्सपेक्टेशन थी?
मेरा वही वाला हाल हो गया था ना वेद।
हाँ।
किसी के आने से
साथ ही साथ।
हाँ,
ओह माय गॉड!
अबे यार।
हाँ,
अंकल
तो
वाली मूव नहीं की तूने 2-3
हाँ,
बार।
वो अपने जोन में ना, वो अपने अपने जोन में उसको डॉज कर रहे थे वो
हाँ,
बंदूक।
सही बात है, लगा
वो
उन्हीं पे
फुल
फायर हो
अंकल,
रहा
फुल नियो बने हुए थे अंकल उसमें।
या
बट या सॉरी, वेयर क्या था वो?
तुम अपनी
एक्सपेक्टेशन।
एक्सपेक्टेशन बता रहे थे।
Yeah, maybe expectations were modest, but uh, suggesting an uptrend, upwards trend, something improve, some
हाँ,
improvement, or a different hoga, or a fresh hoga, it'll be better. I'm not one of those people who, really into the visuals of it. I don't really care that much. दिखने में कैसा है या production, video production कैसी है? I mean, it's nice if it's good, but I don't really,
pay
set
too
too
much
much stock
attention,
into it. No, yeah. I mean, because most of the time you're listening to it essentially, right? You're not watching
right?
the spectacle
या
unless
True,
it's the first time.
right?
But maybe expectation going in were like, it'll be nice, it'll be a good change. It might refresh the franchise, but it's not going to be like the best thing ever. So, I mean,
Yeah,
within those bounds, if you contextualize it, अगर आप उस जाविये से सोचें, तो it was pretty good. I mean, I'm getting ahead of myself there, but
या
yeah, the expectation easy.
चलो, okay, yeah, I think similar मेरी, जैसा मैं बताया कि was just I was interested, I was intrigued, I wasn't excited because okay, I knew कि Zulfi's gonna hit it out of the park. I mean, I was hoping he does, and I had some like hope with him. But लेकिन मैं था कि चलो let's see क्या होता है, एक different वो आ रहा है view, and I knew for a fact कि uh, unlike Rohel and Strings, Zulfi was more close to the contemporary music. Like मुझे ये idea था, क्योंकि अगर आप नेस्कैफे बेसमेंट में देखें, it wasn't like he was trying couple of like he was trying new instruments, he was trying like new things, like sounds, and then अगर आप उसको इंस्टाग्राम पे फॉलो करते हो तो you would see कि वो कितना nerdy है about the equipment, like
या
माइक की कुछ कुछ 600 तो किस्में उसको माइक की पता है सिर्फ। So I knew yeah, this guy is technically sound, and he knows like the new things that are going on around him, like electronic and EDM, all of that sound. Especially the Fawad ke saath jo kiya tha usne, that was kind of EDM. Remember that
या
Ut Jag yaad hai?
या
That was pretty good.
It was very good. So he was kind of like in that realm. I was like he's contemporary, so he's probably have a good like a different say on how Coke Studio proceeds. Um, so let's go song by song. We have 13 songs. We'll
Okay, that's good.
quickly go through them one like from the first episode to the last and give our thoughts about each song. Does that sound good to you guys?
या
And then we can talk about our top three and then overall. overall view of the season and then expectation for the next one. Um, okay, so starting with the first one, which was Tu Jhoom, which brought Abda Parveen and Nasibo Lal.
Mm.
Again, a fresh take. जब मैंने सुना था Abda Parveen is going to be part of the season, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
of course, she's one of those residential kind of
Yeah.
voice now.
Like one of their
Mhm.
lifers, basically.
हाँ हाँ, तो मैंने कहा यार होगा कोई इनका कोई जो है सूफी टाइप का टच को सीन
Mm.
होगा.
Yeah, I was expecting like a
हाँ
Qawwali type song, जो usually
हाँ,
the, you know,
Right, right,
yeah,
सूफी
right,
टाइप
right.
फोक टाइप का सॉन्ग
exactly.
होगा, एंड मे बी इट्स जस्ट हर, एंड मे बी उसके साथ कुछ एक न्यू आर्टिस्ट लाइक आई डोंट नो, कोई नया सिंगर या नई सिंगर कोई डाल देंगे जस्ट टू लाइक कॉम्प्लीमेंट
Hmm.
इट, एंड देन जो एक टिपिकल कोक स्टूडियो फॉर्मूला होता है.
Formula था, yeah. Mm.
Right.
तो उसके साथ नसीबो लाल को लेके आना, आई वाज लाइक ओह ओके, दिस इज इंटरेस्टिंग, लाइक दीस आर टू completely different octaves in terms of
Yeah,
their voices.
yeah.
And then I remember, like मैं अपना रिव्यू बताऊंगा सॉन्ग के बारे में. I remember listening to the song, and I think हमने briefly discuss भी किया था on WhatsApp after the song released. कि I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like the song, the
Mhm.
lyrics were at first I thought कि कोई किसी जना कलाम वलाम है कोई जो they are
Hmm.
reciting, but then I later found out it was actually the original,
Written
which
by I think क्या नाम है उसका, सोच बैंड का जो है.
सोचता बैंड का जो बॉय है,
Hmm.
क्या नाम है उसका, अदनांधूल.
Hmm.
So Adnandhool, by the way, becomes consistently a writer. He was like a house writer, if you like, right? बहुत
Yeah.
सारे गाने इस सीजन
Yeah,
लिखे
again
उसने.
Nescafe, you know,
हाँ,
वो भी वहीं
नेस्कैफे
है.
का बॉय, यस,
Mhm.
नेस्कैफे का बॉय. तो
Right.
तो मेरा ओनली टेक अवे जो हमने डिस्कस भी किया था ऑन द व्हाट्सएप वाज लाइक, इज दिस लाइव, इज दिस लाइव, इज लाइक अ म्यूजिक वीडियो. तो which obviously we later found out through the BTSs and all of the other things that it was actually live, like voice जो है वो live हो रही है.
Hmm.
Obviously इसकी mastering वगैरह बाद में होती है,
Hmm.
लेकिन when they're recording it, the audio version is also getting recorded, so they're
Yeah.
singing actually. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो lip sync कर रहे
I think that was another selling point of Coke Studio back in the day because it was
हैं.
all
Yeah,
live.
It was
That
all
yeah,
right.
the
was
Yeah.
studio.
that
हाँ,
yeah, studio. Yeah, that was one thing that really, you know, caught our attention. कि, okay, यार, these
yes,
guys are
yes,
actually playing it live and एक take में record होता है everything. So
हाँ,
whatever you hear is what they were playing
is
at that time.
what they were
So
playing at that time, exactly. हाँ, ये एक बहुत बड़ी, क्योंकि उस जमाने में sea of synced music और सीढ़ियाँ चलने का रिवाज
हाँ.
था.
Hmm.
Yep.
तो उस रिवाज को तोड़ा था उसने. तो मेरा लाइक माय आई वाज हुक्ड. मेरा मैं उसको इस गाने को जब सुनता हूँ, ये जब मैंने सुना था, आई वाज लाइक ओके,
Yeah.
Zulfi is the real deal, man. I'm gonna listen to the next one because now I'm hooked.
Yeah.
तुम्हारे तुम लोगों के क्या रिएक्शन थे for like what are your thoughts about the first song, Tu Jhoom?
बोल जाए.
Go. Never.
नहीं, I really loved it. Again, जो आपने expectation थी, जो आपदा परवीन and you know कि एक certain type of music होगी, वो you know जो
हाँ
as you said सूफी, मगर he took it to a whole different level. And
हाँ
for me, even the video part of it, like that was another thing when I heard, okay, my first reaction was again was like, okay, Nasibo Lal with Abda, like Nasibo Lal's voice is, you know, ऊंचा गाने वाली singer, and then
हाँ
how would this go, right? And as soon as I played the video, or the video का start हुआ, my first thing was like, what the hell? You know, I did not expect this from Coke Studio, right? And then it just, yeah, like visually it was beautiful the way they added the whole chorus section.
oh
Then they
yes,
had the dancers, and it was not like कि जबरदस्ती नहीं लग रहा था. It actually fit into the whole
हाँ नैरेटिव
video.
के साथ.
That was the best part about it. Cinematography मतलब कि हर चीज जबरदस्ती नहीं घुसड़ी हुई थी कि हाँ भाई डांस डाल दिया तो डाल दिया. And
धमाल चल रहा है पीछे.
हाँ, बीच में
हाँ
exactly.
हाँ वो I mean हर चीज में often I mean the past few years we see कि हर चीज में दरवेश डाल देते हैं and stuff like that. It wasn't
Yeah,
forced like
yeah.
that. I agree. So visually it was spectacle. I
Hmm.
mean personally me I've never been like an Asibo Lal kind of guy because that voice is I think it's an acquired taste in my opinion. So
Hmm.
uh, it's sort of high on the higher end of
Yeah,
the pitch, and it's sort of which is why when you listen to it the first time it sounds amazing, but listen to it 5-6 times, you'd be like, maybe I should let it breathe a little bit. थोड़ा से बात सुनो.
hmm.
And it's nothing to do with the artist or the art or the song. I actually like the song a lot,
Yeah,
but I wouldn't. To my point, I haven't listened to it a lot in the past 3 weeks because there's a fatigue associated with some of the higher end of the voice of one of the singers. तो उस वजह से मेरे ख्याल से रिपीटेबिलिटी उसकी इतनी ज़्यादा शायद नहीं है, मगर गाना नो डाउट बहुत अच्छा है और it was a
हाँ
really appropriate
न-
kickoff, I think.
Which is weird because I think Naseebul Al is one artist that has probably
yes
recorded the most songs in Pakistan.
yeah
It's
Film
even more
industry
than
included. Like it's weird कि people don't know. Like a lot of like हमें तो पता है कौन है. A lot of
हाँ
people don't even know who Naseebul Al is, right? Because and I think
लेकिन
one
but
reason Zulfi also brought her back was because of the backlash she got for the PSL song.
oh yeah
right. She did
He
get
which
wanted to make sure that okay, you know what, that's I am ready to I am sure you know
हाँ
that did not give the right impression of the singer. So I think this is liye Zulfi, you know, he brought her back, made her do
to
what she does the best, and
right
you know let it you know ताकि लोगों को पता चले कि that okay that's not all she is. I guess that
हाँ
was
like मेरा Naseebullah like I've always known Naseebullah.
yeah.
I've like heard of the name. I have never listened to her music apart
Mhm.
like up until talalqureshi ka aag. I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys heard of that one.
yeah. I've
right,
heard that one.
right.
तो हाँ तो उस उससे पहले पहले I don't think I've heard Nasibo ever. But I
Mm.
knew her. ऐसा नहीं कि मेरे लिए नसीबो की इंट्रोडक्शन ही तारकुरैशी से हुआ है. No, I knew Nasibo, and I even know the fact कि like जैसे नवीद बताया था, she's recorded the most songs and फिल्मों में बहुत contribution है. And then also जो I don't know how to say this, but जो buses होती हैं या trucks होती हैं,
Yeah,
they're like driving long drives. ये वो they're going from cities to cities, stretch to stretch. They are the audiences that she
caters to
has
it.
or had caters to, or like, I don't know if she caters to it, but वो एक audience
Yeah,
बन गई.
वही सुनते हैं yeah. Mhm.
हाँ,
Mm-hmm,
तो she
mm-hmm.
had a massive following of the underbelly, I would say,
Or
के
blue collar, maybe you can call it.
blue collar people, right?
Hmm.
तो
Hmm.
वो
Yeah.
you can't say like जैन कह रहा था acquired taste का रिवर्स होगा शायद, यानी कि यूजुअली ऐसा था acquired taste यानी कि ऐसा टेस्ट जो अवाम के लिए नहीं होता, खवास के लिए होता है. दिस इज लाइक द थ्री लाइक 180 डिग्रीज ऑफ दैट, राइट? बेसिकली अवाम के लिए, खवास के लिए लाइक थोड़ा सा उनको एक्वायर लाइक दे हैव टू
No, but
एडजस्ट फॉर देम.
I'm not saying it from a classist standpoint. Not like
नो नो नो,
I'm
आई
like
नो यू वांट.
above
Mhm.
people or yeah, मैं
नहीं नहीं
थोड़ा
नहीं
refined बंदा हूँ तो मुझे शायद थोड़ा time लगेगा. It's not that at
नहीं
all.
नहीं
It's
नहीं नहीं, इट्स नॉट दैट
just
ऑल. मैं वो बात नहीं कर रहा,
yeah.
मैं कह रहा हूँ यूजुअली ऐसा होता है कि रिफाइंड लोगों के, अगर कोट एंड कोट रिफाइंड की बात करूँ, वो जनरल इस टाइप की जो एक एक्वायर्ड टेस्ट होता है उनके लिए इजी टू अडेप्ट होता है. आवाम होती है, जैसे आवाम को ईडीएम सुनाओ, लाइक व्हाट द हेल, व्हाट इज दिस, धक 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 हो रहा है ये वो, कुछ नहीं, उनको चाहिए ढोल,
Mm-hmm.
ढोल ढमाके चाहिए उनको. तो उनके लिए ईडीएम इज एक्वायर्ड टेस्ट, राइट?
Hmm.
हमारा लाइक थोड़ा सा उस सिचुएशन का मैं समझता हूँ बरक्स है, बट एनीवे आई थिंक द पॉइंट वाज मेड कि आई थिंक आई एग्री विद द रिपीटेबिलिटी. मेरा रिपीटेबिलिटी का एस्पेक्ट ये है कि व्हाट इज अ सॉन्ग सेइंग. The song is talking about living your life to the fullest. It has kind of like a
Hmm.
almost like a slight melancholic voice, or like a aspect to it, although it does sound like a celebration, a grand song, which
Yeah,
it is. But it's still like very moody. कि आप अगर उस मूड में हो तो आपको मस्त पसंद पसंद आएगा. अगर आप
yeah.
रैंडमली उसको उठा के सुनोगे तो शायद you'll be like,
I
अच्छा
think
अब सुन
it's
लिया.
more like about you do you, right?
You do
Whatever the
you, yeah,
situation, you
yeah.
you just be
बट यू हैव
yourself.
टू बी इन दैट माइंडसेट टू लिसन टू इट,
Yeah,
राइट? कि यार कि आप थोड़ा
Yeah.
मोटिवेशन चाह रहे हैं, तो मोटिवेशन के लिए आपने सुन लिया कि यार चलो हाँ
yeah,
यार, क्योंकि उसमें बहुत सारी लाइंस लाइक अमेजिंग लाइंस हैं. लाइक मैं
yeah.
उसकी जब ट्रांसलेशन पढ़ रहा होता नीचे, तो हम लाइक ट्रांसलेशन नहीं, जो उसकी, हाँ
Yeah,
ट्रांसलेशन ही कहते हैं, उर्दू में जो आ रही होती है.
Urdu में, yeah.
तो तो आई एम लाइक वाओ यार. एंड देन adnandhool, I was introduced to him through this. Like I knew Soch the band, but I didn't know he was such a great writer.
He is
कि
a great writer.
Yeah.
तो
I remember
like
his first song, वो क्या था, उठ जवाना से is the one where he
हाँ हाँ
yeah,
हाँ
brought him to the
हाँ,
scene.
right.
It was good. No, he's really good.
So, so yeah, 5 stars for me to the song. I think it was a great start, hooked me in. And
Mm-hmm.
then we go to song number two. I don't know if episode का ऐसे song. I think it was
I think episode तो नहीं थी. These are more
episodes
like
नहीं है,
songs, just
songs.
random
The
songs
It's
song,
like
the
a
released.
song,
playlist type basically.
the song drop basically.
Hmm.
Song drop, right? So
Yeah.
song drop number two was
Cana
क्या
Yaara,
कहते हैं, Cana Yaara.
which
Thoughts,
was
Zen?
really good actually. I
I really liked the क्या कहते हैं the
Arrangement.
the arrangement and the earthiness of the vocals, right?
hmm, hmm, hmm.
Which was almost reminiscent of यार नवेद वाली बीमारी हो रही है नाम भूल रहा हूँ क्या नाम था यार उस बंदे का
Chibatra.
There you go. So
क्या नाम था
that
उसका नाम क्या
यार
था?
now
नाम मुझे भी नहीं याद आ रहा मुझे तो आज नाम पूछो ही नहीं ना तुम लोग नाम
outrageous, like geriatric society over here. But
हाँ
my point is, the arrangement and the earthiness of the vocals. क्या नाम था बंदे का?
बुक नहीं
Bhukti.
no,
Well, Bhukti was actually one of them was Bhukti, right?
कैफी खलीली.
Cafe Khalid.
yeah
हाँ
Yes. I actually enjoyed it, and almost here's the thing. I mean, it feels like a folk song, right? Of course,
yeah
but you can
अख्तर चनाल जारी, by the way, अख्तर चनाल
हाँ
जारी.
after some yeah
there you go. Yeah, shout out.
हाँ
But
हाँ.
yeah, it sounds like a very folksy tune, but you can
Mhm.
unmistakably feel the Zulfi touch, right? Because he
Oh yes.
modernizes.
yeah
Oh
yeah
And
yes.
this is a theme throughout the 13 कितने 13 गाने 14 गाने
तेरा
13
तेरह.
14 songs
तेरा गाना
that there is this unmistakable signature of the
Yeah.
producer which is my overarching क्या कहते हैं impression or
yes
takeaway from the season and I really enjoyed the song. It's actually really
I think
good
what I
1-2 punch to begin the season.
hmm. what I liked about the song was like आजकल when people talk about Baloch music right they only think of rap these
Yeah.
days these
Yeah.
days the biggest scene from Leari and everyone is rap but
Rap.
then you bring in something or someone like Kafi Khalil who's not rapping in a way rapping like he's singing rapping you know what kind of
No,
like
he's a
what
singer. He's a good singer. He's a
yeah
great voice,
and
yeah.
so it and still mixing it with Eva B who's
Eva
also a
B.
rapper but a female rapper so
Yeah.
Oh
that was
yeah.
a twist to it right क्या you know male rappers को बहुत जानते हैं वो तो पिछले स्टूडियो सीजन्स में भी आए थे
हाँ.
जो बलोच
लाहौर
रैपर
लेयरी अंडरग्राउंड वगैरह.
yeah basically so that
Eva
was
was
a
really good, by the way. Her parts were like same,
oh
like
yeah so,
Oh
the
yeah.
rapping in
flow
the
and
same
everything
language, right? Flow and everything was actually
very
very good.
nice
Might have
yeah
might have been the
so
highlight actually.
they
She was really good.
basically mix the three things that Balochi music is known for like the pure
Yeah.
folk and the rap and now the singing so like it
Contemporary,
was a
हाँ.
complete yeah एक पूरा एक package था उस और इसकी I think replayability जो है वो भी बहुत ज़्यादा है because
I
बहुत
think
ज़्यादा
music
है.
it's high
very
because it's a
catchy
light listen, right? You don't
yeah
have to cleanse your palate after listening to the song and listen to it. It's not rich in that sense. It's light
yeah
हाँ.
listening. आप सुन सकते हैं बार-बार. So उसकी loopability, you go back to it quite
Oh
frequently.
yeah. Oh yeah.
जो
Oh yeah.
वॉइस क्वालिटी जो जैन बात कर रहा है ना इट्स काइंड लाइक यू नो अली हमजा की जो एक खास जो रैस्पीनेस है वॉइस में जो when you
हाँ.
listen
गहराई है,
हाँ
like
that was
it's
reminded me of
Maturity
the
है.
Kafi
like
yeah
salt of the earth kind of voice. Yes.
yeah
Yeah,
exactly
yeah, absolutely.
so
Like
great
I had the same reaction. I was first song ke baad I was hooked. Second song ke baad I was like, oh my god, this guy. Okay,
yeah
he's
yeah
serious. He's serious. This guy, because again, uski BTS. I don't know if you guys have been watching the BTSs of each
I've seen a
song.
few yeah
I have seen all of them, and इस BTS में Zulfi says कि यार मुझे ये गाना किसी को लव समझ में नहीं आएगा. तो वो कहता लेकिन मुझे ये गाना गाड़ियों में चलाना है. मुझे ये गाना जो है ना लोगों के जो बेस वूफर्स नहीं होते उसमें चलना. आई आई इमेजिनिंग कि यार एक बलोची पॉप सॉन्ग यानी
yeah
कि ऐसा सॉन्ग जो सिर्फ बलोची टेस्ट के लिए ना हो या जो लोग फोक म्यूजिक में इंटरेस्टेड है उनके लिए ना हो. ऐसा हो कि जो हर कोई सुने किसी को समझ में कुछ ना आ रहा हो लेकिन एवरीवनस
Hmm.
गोना डांस टू दिस.
That's what happened actually. It's weird story कि मैं एक one of my friends वो visit कर रहा था Alabama से. He's Indian. I made him listen to that, and at the end of the song, he's like, I don't know what the fuck he just said, but that
Right.
song was amazing. So that's you know एक जो beat का पता चलता है ना.
Oh
He was
yes.
hooked. He was like, this song is amazing. मेरे
हुक
समझ
है
में
उसके
तक
अंदर
नहीं आया.
एक मैसिव हुक है उस गाने के अंदर.
Yeah,
एंड
yeah.
and then the video I mean again I was like is this live, is this really happening? And then
Hmm.
obviously like they have these amazing
Yeah.
directors by the way so we have to
I think that's when I
also
messaged Zaib too. It's like, is this really live? Because the way the
हाँ
camera is working and
Yeah.
एक कैमरे में दूसरा कैमरा ना दिखना while they're in the same set while moving doors and everything and फिर उसका मैंने जब BTS देखा मैं like holy shit they really planned
damn
this
yeah
whole thing
like
out
they've
yeah
stepped it up to an absolute
yeah
unbelievable level और
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
गाने की thought भी बड़ी अच्छी थी यार. Like these guys
it was
wrote
really
their
good
own music.
hmm.
Kafi Khalil actually was the writer of the whole songs, apart from the Eva B portion.
Version, yeah.
But yeah, Zen said Eva B, like, she looked like bossy in that
Mm-hmm.
whole frame. ऐसा लग रहा था कि she's been rapping, and she has been rapping for a while, but like
For a
in
while, yeah.
front of like this massive stage that was provided to her. उस stage पे she owned it. I was like, यार ये
Yeah.
तो ऐसा लगता है कि recurring season में कोई छठा season चल रहा है इसका.
Mm-hmm.
जितना उसने कॉन्फिडेंटली उसको लेके चला. और फिर देन कैफी कलील हिमसेल्फ like has his own style. I've revisited a lot of his other songs as well as a result of that. YouTube पे
Yeah.
जाके मैं 2-3-4 उसके गाने सुने, and he was like, he's got taste, like this
Yeah.
guy is a proper indie Baloch folk kind of a, you know,
Yeah.
musician.
Even even Abdul Wahab Bukti,
Abdul
his
Wahab.
that chorus was, I
Oh
think,
yeah,
another
yeah,
thing
yeah.
that was so
Oh yeah, yeah.
catchy.
He's also very
Really
good,
catchy.
yeah. He's also very
Mm-hmm.
good. I think
Mm-hmm.
उसने भी Instagram, he made an Instagram account as well, and then he went live on it. I was like, very cute. This is good, yeah. These guys are like
Enjoying it, yeah.
embracing this whole thing. Like यार
Yeah.
जरूरी नहीं है कि हम folk हैं तो भाई हम purist हैं, भाई हम तो अपने
Mm.
जो है ना छावड़ी के नीचे बैठे रहेंगे, बस हम वही purist गाने बजाते हैं पहाड़ों के नीचे बैठ के. No, so it's
I
like,
think
no, yeah.
that's another, if you think about it, that's another effect of Coke Studio कि जितने इस तरीके के folk musicians थे ना, after these seasons, they actually got a lot of work outside of it. Like
A
they
lot
were
of gigs.
singing in weddings, they were singing in क्या कहते हैं, perform उनके पूरे पूरे concerts हो रहे थे. All these guys, people actually opened up to all the qawwalis again, and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
these
कौन थे यार
big,
वो अबू मोहम्मद और
yeah, yeah.
क्या नाम है उनका? They
Oh,
went on to do like
Moazzam and सारा नाम नहीं याद आ रहा.
तू 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 तो
मौसम याद है
पहला
मुझे तो
तू एक ही नाम वाला बंदा बोला तू जिसमें एक ही बंदा
मौसम एंड
तू
को
तू बंद
मौसम एंड कंपनी no but
मतलब कंपनी.
but yeah those
उन्होंने तो
guys
मूवी भी
like
की थी ना, उन्होंने तो मूवी भी की थी ना.
हाँ
Yeah.
वो
तो
सनम मारवी and all these people, like they got a
हाँ,
lot of,
सनम मारवी,
yeah उनको भी
राइट. सिंगल सोलो बंदी सनम
सोलो
मारवी.
याद थी मुझे जो
सोलो
करेक्ट.
याद है. तो yeah, absolutely, and I'm glad कि I'm pretty sure, I think Eva B will also grow from, she's doing like coke fests around the country right
Yeah.
now. Kafi Khalil, I think he has a long way to go. He will like absolutely be I think he will probably be one of the recurring ones in the,
He should
I
be,
think, Zulfi seasons. He's
he should be.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Um
Well,
so yeah, overall I think great song. Music was
yeah.
amazing. Third drop was Atif Aslam
Was
and
actually no, I mean we're
Momina.
going back to like lifers of on the Coke Studio scene, I guess. We're going
Yeah,
back to
yeah.
Lifers,
kind
yeah.
of scenario.
Folks,
Okay,
Momina Mustasan and Atif Aslam with Sajan Dasna.
it
My
is.
फीडबैक कहाँ से आ रहा है बाय द वे? ये मुझे अपनी आवाज वापस कहाँ से आ रही है?
हाँ तुम्हारी आवाज ही आ रही है, मेरी आवाज तो नहीं आ रही वापस किसी को?
नहीं
आई थिंक आई एम फाइन.
नहीं I guess you are
मेरी
getting it.
आवाज मुझे
No.
पता नहीं खैर.
But I mean, again, वही Atif and like the song is good, but it's
It's a meandering song. I mean, it's just
yeah,
there. I think it's the classic definition of a filler. I mean, it's
yeah.
okay. It's not terrible. We're not going to talk about it and scream from the rooftop that it's bad, or we're not going to praise it either. So it's just going to sit there as a filler. Some people like it. Some people just press the forward button. It was just okay. I mean, arrangement was fine.
Concept
Uh,
अच्छा था, like the
concept सही था.
back and forth was
Yeah,
good.
I mean, it was
I mean, we
just
saw
a
Atif
standard
in a
tune.
different way. Like he hasn't done that kind of like R&B type music before.
Yeah, just trying to stay relative, I guess. That's what he's trying to do. Like he's doing everything. अभी वही मतलब like the way he
I mean,
dressed, he was
yeah.
rapping as well
But
for
that's the thing.
lyrics.
That's the thing. वो मुझे I personally like the song. मुझे लगा था उसकी
A
arrangement
good
बहुत अच्छी है.
song, but
And it
it's
was
not
Like
like
वो
fine.
जो
Yeah, it's like I
yeah,
don't
it's not a
remember. Like इतना मैं just
electronic
was
electronic जो उसकी arrangement, like I would probably listen to it like maybe a couple of times before I press forward and listen to another one.
Hmm.
क्योंकि उसकी arrangement बड़ी वो है like EDM-ish और उसका like
Yeah.
वो like electronic arrangement है उसकी. And then
Hmm.
the idea again of the song, again written by Adnandhool,
Yeah.
was this idea कि Atif Aslam is representing like this big big shit singer who's made it, to the top of the charts, and he's talking to his love interest. This person is talking to his love interest who hasn't made it there. So they're talking about how much he doesn't have time for her, and then um, although he would like to spend more time with her, but he just doesn't have because he's this big star.
Hmm.
So for Atif to like kind of like dress up like that and then almost like
Yeah.
go into that um uh, that avatar, I think that was interesting. I thought कि चलो यार
Hmm.
the song
He
is
tried
not just
something new,
singing.
which worked.
Song is not just singing, not song is not
Hmm.
just singing, it's just showing visually as well कि यार I'm dressed as the part, right? Just as a
Yeah.
rock star था Ali Zafar का, he was dressed the part.
But yeah.
So I thought it was a good song. I mean, it's not my favorite song of the season, but I thought it was a good. It
Hmm.
still kept me interested. I wasn't like Abe yaar. Although I was like Momina. The good thing was they didn't release, or actually they did. Like they did really give teasers a couple of days before the actual release कि कौन सा गाना आने वाला है.
Yeah.
But they didn't give you like ऐसा इस episode में ही आएगा. तो then you're not like hoping कि अबे यार अब ये तो मैं ये वाला गाना नहीं मैं ये तो skip कर दूंगा क्योंकि I don't care about that singer or
Hmm.
that song, whatever, right? But I thought
Right.
it was like visually was probably one of the better songs. And क्योंकि वो नई चीज़
Visually, it
try
was
की
really good. It was
बहुत
shot
अच्छा था.
very well. Yeah. It was shot well.
So, but yeah, I think it was just it. I do agree with Zen that it is. I don't say weak song, but like क्योंकि season इतना like spoil किया हुआ है ना हमें इस पूरे season ने कि उसमें वो
Hmm.
weak लगता है.
I thought it was a
Yeah.
bit of a
अगर
filler. I mean, it was not a terrible song. It's a filler
no, it
song.
उस
wasn't.
वक्त तक
It's a good song.
expectation बहुत ज़्यादा हाई हो गई थी first three songs से कि you were like first two songs से
Two
so you
songs
were
है
like
हाँ.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
So the next song is Mehra.
yeah, that's probably one of my favorite songs of the season.
I think might be the densest song.
Yeah.
If you listen to it just lyrics wise as well, or also music. And Aruj Aftab's
Again, an
voice.
original, by the way.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Again, an original.
all the songs
बहुत
I think
ये
this
लिखा किसने
this
था
season तो original ही थे.
ये
हाँ.
lyrics किसकी हैं इसमें? I don't even know, but I know it's an original.
It's
No.
Asfar.
Asfar.
Asfar wrote the
As,
song.
Oswald wrote this. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
हाँ
Asfar.
हाँ
that
हाँ.
sounds very Asfar like उसकी जो
Bayan
theory
touched
है
the
या
Asfar.
yeah, it
बहुत
was
बड़ा इंटरेस्ट था.
yeah,
नहीं
no,
असफर
I actually मुझे तो बहुत पसंद आया
I
गाना. It's
think
one of
it's
my favorites
probably my
actually.
top song for the season. I'll
Might
rate
be
it
it
at
might be
probably
my
the first
second,
one.
might be my second or third. I'm still
Hmm.
I'll
waiting.
tell you why it is not my top three songs.
But it's a
And
dense song, and
it
and
is
I
a dense
think
song. देखो मैं
which
the only
affects
reason
his
why the only reason
re-listenability.
why that's the thing. The only reason why it's not is that I don't go back to it until I'm in that mood
Yeah, yeah.
because it's a
That
very heavy song.
replayability
It's a
is.
very heavy, it's a very moody song. I
It's
mean,
a
Hmm.
very moody
it's
song.
not for like driving in the sunshine, for
No
example.
way,
No,
no
no,
way.
definitely not.
और normal day like अगर मैं like even अगर वो normally shuffle में मेरे पास आ जाता है तो मैं कहता हूँ नहीं यार अभी I'm not in that mood. I don't want to listen to that song. Not because it's bad. I think it's a fantastic song. Like
Yeah.
then like the lyrics are unbelievable.
Hmm.
Asfar really goes into his own, when he
Yeah.
writes. I would say he's probably one of the best writers in this country right now
Yeah.
He
in
is.
Pakistan.
And I think just purely from a performance perspective, अगर जिस तरह performance को मद्देनजर रखते हुए अगर आप इस evaluate करें सबसे बेहतरीन performance I think live
Performance इसी के
performance वो
singers
थी
की
मेरे
है.
ख्याल से इसमें इस गाने में थी दोनों की
But I liked
अरूज आफ्ताब
the collaboration, like
yeah
for them to have
Perfect
Aruj
match था.
Aftab with Perfect Match tha, because both of
Perfect
them are
match.
like very like I would say intelligent
Yeah.
people, very deep. Like they're not popish. Like they're like very
It's
serious.
what I
Sangeet.
like about this song is it's not your usual Coke Studio song, and he took a big risk with this.
Oh yeah,
Zulfi,
absolutely he
because
did.
it's not hip, it's not a dance number, it's not an EDM, it's nothing. It's a song about a breakup. So that's something that really hasn't been done in Coke Studio, and to do it this way,
maybe he was consciously balancing it because शुरू के जो song में थोड़े से
yeah, yeah.
on the
That's what I really
lighter
liked.
end of the scale. So I think he was
Upbeat,
trying to
थोड़ा upbeat थे.
establish that balance, which is
That's
good.
what I liked. That's what I
Because
liked about the season के इसमें
hmm,
अगर एक empowering over empowering corporate presence होती ना, वो कहता है नहीं यार ये गाने मत करो, ये शादियों में नहीं चलने हैं. तो
Hmm.
मैं वो गाना क्यों
right,
रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ, उस पर इतनी प्रोडक्शन वैल्यू क्यों ऐड करवाएं कि जब वो नहीं सुना जाएगा बार बार.
सही.
right.
तो फॉर देम टू गिव हिम दैट फ्रीडम, उसमें कहा कि नहीं यार इट्स अ वेरी heavy song. And BTS में like I think
He talked about the
क्या नाम है,
word too. I
अरूज.
think Madam word. Yeah.
हाँ, अरूज आफ्ताब also says कि this is kind of like a therapy song for people, कि
It
उसमें
is.
डेप्थ है, उस गाने में एब्सोल्यूट डेप्थ, और like the video production is amazing, कि जो जिस तरह से बताया हुआ है कि like he's
Oh, the video
setting
looks
at this
beautiful. Just that
beautiful.
whole one half, like two halves, and two
And then
completely
Aruj
different things
Aftab, then
happening.
you remember Aruj Aftab? मैंने
From
जब
the
बताया
from
तुम्हें,
Sirius XM, I think, from the
Sirius
radio.
XM,
Yeah.
U2X Radio,
He's
U2X
Grammy
Radio.
nominated, right?
Oh, she is Grammy. तो मेरा introduction, thank God, was before this. वरना लोग कहता
Yeah,
है बे
yeah.
तू उस पे चढ़ा है, बैंड वैगन उरूज
And
आफ्ताब बैंड.
Mm-hmm.
लेकिन मेरा वो सीरियस एक्सएम पे एक चैनल है U2X रेडियो, तो उस पे जो है
Yeah,
ना
yeah.
ट्रेंड, उस पे आते हैं गाने, तो उसमें उरूज आफ्ताब का आ रहा था गाना, एंड देन शी वाज बीइंग इंटरव्यूड ऑन द शो by an Irish presenter. तो and I was like, the Rouge Aftab, this sounds like a very desi name. फिर मैंने उस वक्त
Mm.
सर्च किया उसे, तो मैं ओ पाकिस्तानी
Yeah.
on U2X radio, and then like her music's getting featured, and then lo and behold, obviously she gets like this. She's such a big deal in the East Coast, in the New York art circle, if you like,
Mm.
and she gets nominated for not like a foreign language film. She's in a main category, like
Yeah.
right.
I think main artist of the year or something.
Yeah. Newcomer. I
तो
think
मेन
newcomers. Yeah.
न्यूकमर्स लाइक जिसमें
Yeah.
लाइक अदर आर्टिस्ट भी हैं, नॉट लाइक
Right.
जस्ट लाइक बाइलिंगुअल आर्टिस्ट नहीं है उसके अंदर, लाइक
Yeah.
इंग्लिश आर्टिस्ट भी हैं उसके अंदर. So I was like, wow, she's like nominated in the main deal, and then she gets this song with Asfar. I think couldn't have been a better introduction to Coke Studio and Pakistan music for her. कि लोग उसको देखें
Yeah.
उस stage पे जिस पे like you have Zulfi producing it, and then you have Asfar writing it, then you have this massive production around it. Like it was just beautiful. I think the hauntingness in her voice is
Like
unbelievable.
you start the song with Asfar, right? And we know how beautiful his voice is, right? And you're listening to the first half
Sweet,
of it, it's
sweet
like
voices.
it's a beautiful voice, the song, and then she starts to sing, and the song is just taken to a whole different
Oh,
level.
whole new level, absolute new
Yep.
level.
Agreed.
Okay,
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
what's the next song?
I think Nede
Next
Nede
song,
was,
near was Soch the Band
But
and Bud
but
Brothers.
yeah.
This song, although an original of the band, but it's not. It's been released before. They've done
Hmm.
this song
Hmm.
for a movie or something, as far as I understand. So
Okay.
it's one of the. It's a classic Coke studio from that perspective, कि जिसमें जो हुआ हुआ song है उसको reproduce किया उन्होंने.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I think this was that one song that they were like, okay, we need one song for the shadis.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think they have
Like,
a few in the season,
yeah.
but this one is, I would say, जब वो आया था, it took me a couple of listens to get into the groove of it, and then when I
Yeah.
got into a groove of it, I was like, okay, this is good. I
Yeah,
like it.
that's good. Yeah.
I like it. And then obviously, like they introduced Butt Brothers to the song. Butt Brothers were not part of the original Niriner was sold by
Mhm.
Soch the Band, so they had that new aspect of it. And again, great video, like these guy walking around, and then this,
Hmm.
and very simplistic video from a Coke studio up until this point was like very artsy, and like they're
Yeah,
taking
this was
risks.
like one
दरवाजे
of
खुल
the
रहे हैं,
uh,
दरवाजे खुल रहे हैं और इधर से आ रहा है उधर से. इसमें था भाई एक ही स्टेज है, सामने सारे म्यूजिशियन जैसे क्लासिक होता है, ऑल्दो उसमें पॉन्ड बना हुआ था, स्टेयर्स थी ये वो जस्ट
Yeah.
नॉट. तो लेकिन उसके अलावा भी इट वाज लाइक it went back to its roots a little bit, but then also still maintained the hook of the season so far, which was like यार new music, ऐसा music जो आपने नहीं सुना होगा पहले, original music है. And then obviously I thought it was a good song. I think adnandhool also says in the BTS कि this is a song they wrote with in mind कि ये कोक स्टूडियो पे करना है कभी हमें जिंदगी में आगे जाके.
Hmm.
तो it kind of like fitted that bill as well.
I
I
think
think
the
it's
Bud Brothers part was more. It reminded me kind of like the जो बीच में scene चला था UK भांगड़ा वाला.
हाँ वो वैसी बात
That's
थी उनकी.
that's yeah,
yeah.
that's the kind of vibe it gave to me. कि वो थोड़ा सा
हाँ
they brought that back.
यूके
जो
भंगड़ा टाइप का सीन था.
हाँ,
हाँ,
but it
that
was
was that
good.
was
It's a good
interesting.
song. It's
It's a good
catchy.
song.
Again, it's
I think
catchy.
it's very uncomplicated. It's
Yeah.
simple, really sort of upbeat, dance track
हाँ,
essentially, right? So it's simple
after
and
after Meheram it was kind of like sorely needed as well कि अब
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
इतना बड़ा डाउनर उन्होंने फेंका था,
Mm.
तो नीडेड समथिंग यार टोटली डिफरेंट ताकि लोगों का मूड वापस आ जाए, वरना
Yeah.
लाइक बहुत डिप्रेशन में चला गया था उस वक्त.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a good song. I liked it. No qualms about it at all. Anything interesting about? Oh yeah, we were introduced to Actionzain in this song. I was introduced to Actionzain. Do you guys knew Actionzain before?
I had no
No.
idea. No idea.
So this guy has been like Actionzain has worked a lot with Farisshafi. I don't know if you've done Introduction. Introduction सुना है Farisshafi का?
Yep.
So that's Actionzain collaboration.
Oh,
अच्छा उसमें एक्शन है
हाँ piano वाला जो portion है ना.
okay
I think
okay
so. If I'm not wrong, I hope I'm not wrong. I think uh, I think it is
was that in introduction वाला गाना था या वो नजर में था नहीं नजर सोलो
maybe नजर भी था, maybe नजर नहीं, सोलो तो था नहीं, मैं उसकी क्रेडिट्स की बात कर रहा हूँ कि क्रेडिट्स में वो था या नहीं, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि जो yes, produced by Actionzain, yes.
Actions and
फैसालिकल तरीकी.
reactions and
एक्शन से नहीं वो I had no idea but
लाइक वीडियो में अब तक आप लाइक वीडियो अगर तुमने देखी उसकी तो अब तक वो बंदा नहीं दिखा था उसमें, तो मुझे नया बंदा जब दिखा मैं कहा ये कौन है जो कीबोर्ड्स पे है, फिर उस क्रेडिट्स में भी आया था, आई थिंक BTS में भी डिस्कस हुआ था, ही वाज काइंड ऑफ लाइक
I
पार्ट
think
ऑफ
उसका
इट.
थोड़ा सा सोलो टाइप भी है ना कीबोर्ड्स पे, like in the middle of the song or
नहीं
something
वो
like
तो
that.
वो है क्या कहते हैं उस हारमोनियम है वो तो नहीं,
Something,
आई डोंट नो, आई डोंट
पता नहीं क्या
रिमेंबर.
था, जो भी था, मतलब there was like a small
But
part.
actually, that was like I was like first time introduced. Actually, then becomes a consistent part of the season later half of the season. जिसमें वो
Okay.
बहुत सारे गानों में आता है अभी. Next song is probably the runaway leader in Coke Studio 14, like in terms of popularity.
Oh
it
man,
might
it's
This
been
is
like it's been the top 3 for like 2-3 countries worldwide, top 5
global
in
में,
Qatar.
and
be
it's the highest viewed song in Coke Studio history with more than 50 million views.
Yeah,
it's fantastic actually
yeah.
उसकी I
Pasoori,
mean
we're talking about Pasoori, by the way.
sorry yeah
Yeah.
उसकी video भी जो है
So
it's
beautifully
actually
done.
like a music video. It's not like a
हाँ
studio
हाँ
performance, right?
Yeah.
हाँ.
It is so well done, honestly. And, and luckily they did it for a song that deserved that kind of care and attention
Yeah.
and production quality. I that it might be a top 3, top 2 for me.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
beautiful.
sure, but it
Beautiful.
is just
मेरे टॉप 3 में है, मेरे टॉप 3 में
Yeah,
Coke Studio है.
same here. Same here.
it's
I
इसकी
think
it's
it's
phenomenal
इसकी
performance. Yeah.
replayability
इसकी
बहुत
बहुत
ज़्यादा
है.
है,
बहुत ज़्यादा है, बहुत ज़्यादा.
बहुत
And
ज़्यादा है.
I think जो collab भी है
usually
ना,
knocks it out of the park when he
yeah,
does
Oh
live
yeah,
performance.
जो
He's
voices का भी जो वो है ना, again it's kind of like Mehram के, they complement each other really well. शेगिल की आवाज़ और अली सेठी की, it's like
and I didn't know sheagill before this,
works.
by the way.
Oh, I knew her from a couple of covers.
मैंने नहीं सुना था
मैंने
उसके बारे
उसका
में.
मैंने नहीं
cover
सुना
किया
था.
था.
I've gone back to see a lot of her covers after
Yeah.
this, but I didn't know her.
No,
Anu
I knew
Sheagill
her
is
from
her
a
name.
couple of covers. मगर एक चीज जो मुझे
Big deal. Big
इस
fucking deal,
सीजन की
man.
जो लगी ना बुरी, वो ये थी कि rather than giving Momina 2 songs, she deserved another song.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
I did,
yeah,
because
yeah.
Momina आ चुकी है, like we know what her, ये लोग कितने गाने कर चुकी है.
We
Even
know
the
what
song that
she
she
what
did
yeah.
was
But she's gonna
nothing.
be there. I think she's gonna be there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
alisethi to khair obviously is gonna be there, but
He's
she, because of she's part of this song, which is the biggest commercial success of Coke Studio season 14. Season
14.
14 का सोचो, not just any season. Season 14
Yeah.
जो हम कैसा, like in my view हम लोग बाद में भी करेंगे इस पे. Probably the best season ever. उसका
Yeah.
runaway leader, उसका runaway commercial success का ये गाना,
Yeah.
written by alisethi of course. He
Hmm.
describes it pretty well in the
कितने views थे इस गाने के by the way?
50 million से ज़्यादा हो गए.
Yeah.
50 million से ज़्यादा नहीं,
It's
he's
interesting. I
he's
think
good.
it might end up being like one of the top 4-5 ones because I think सबसे ज़्यादा किसके हैं अभी? Probably
think-
Afrin or something.
पता
Probably
नहीं 200-300 तक तो पहुंच चुका है वो आफरीन.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I learned the other day, the most viewed Pakistani song without checking कौन सा है on
कौन सा?
YouTube?
Dil Pakistan, I don't know.
No. 1.2 billion views. By the way.
Shit.
Yeah.
Kौन
And
है?
I've never, and hand on heart, I've never heard that song in my life.
केड़ा song?
राहत फतेह अली खान का एक अपनी इसकी एल्बम का गाना है जरूरी था. It's a video.
Oh my
Really?
god.
Yeah.
That was it wasn't a drama too, right? Zaruri
I
tha.
don't know, but it has 1.2 billion views, the most viewed Pakistani song on
You know why?
Is it a video या ड्रामे की
video है video है नहीं तो
I
जिसमें
know
video
the
में वो
reason
होता है
why.
कि किसी ने धोखा दे दिया किसी को.
No, I know the reason why, because उसमें जो actors लिए हैं,
हाँ.
and at the time that the song was released, they were from Big Boss, both of them.
No idea.
इंडियन थे?
हाँ, उसमें एक्टर्स जो हैं, I think those are both Indians. I think
अच्छा,
that's why उनकी व्यूज इतने गए, क्योंकि वो लोग उस वक्त, you know how बिग बॉस में क्या होता है, you know they become a couple and then they
वायरल
make,
हो जाते हैं वो, हाँ।
yeah, as much money as they can from that whole thing, and yeah,
But
तो
1.2
that
and
was
anyway,
what
why we're talking about that? We're talking about like Pasoori, man.
views.
Let's talk about
But yeah,
what the
but
Pasoori. तो alisethi wrote the song. I think मैं वही बता रहा था कि in the BTS he describes के कि he saw the line, the first line, अगलावा मजबूरी नु, on the back of a bus or something. तो उसने बोला यार ये बड़ा अच्छा सा लाइन है, इसको कंप्लीट कैसे करें, तो उससे देन ही कंप्लीटेड इट लाइक आठ जान दी पसूड़ी में, तो एंड देन ही रोट द होल सॉन्ग अबाउट इट, ये वो all obviously the idea of the song is, you know, inclusivity in love, which is, you know, this whole thing about, you know, um, this whole like wokeness, certain wokeness attached to it, may or may not agree to it, but regardless of it, I think uh, beautifully done video, visually amazing.
yeah.
The singers complimented each other, and then the crescendo, when it hits the crescendo, oof, probably one of the best crescendos of the season.
Yeah, it is. That's my favorite part too. Yeah, great song.
Great song. Acha, so next is what do we have?
ये
Oh,
दुनिया correct.
Karakaram Boys. This is around about the time when we did our last episode actually, because
Yeah,
उसमें हमने mention किया था कि Karakaram का गाना release हुआ है.
we might have them on soon.
Oh
So
yes. Oh,
yes,
nice. Love
Nice
to have
teaser.
them, man.
Nice
Nice
teaser.
teaser.
yeah.
Great. तो ये दुनिया happens. तो collaboration जब मैं देखता हूँ, Karakram X Talanjum X farisshafi, I was like,
Farisshafi.
whoa,
That
Yeah,
is
it's a big collab. Yeah.
that's a big ticket item, yeah. Like it's a big ticket. I was like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
this is gonna be huge. So first thoughts then when you listen to it.
first thought were that जब फारिस का part आया, it's like I really enjoy his stuff, but thematically it's sort of confined
Yeah.
in space. कि यार फारिस will always be you know, kicking and screaming about the injustices going around, ये society के ill, या मेरे पीछे लोग पड़ गए, या you know, I'm always at the receiving end of something, you know, which is
मेरे सर पे
actually
मारो
not
बल्ला.
exactly. Which is actually not just his spiel. It's a very you know, rap tradition. It's within that rap tradition, you know, जिसमें you know
NWO
yeah,
and
exactly. You know, the police is after you, or in this case, mullah or society. I think mullah
इसमें वो
वगैरह इसमें आगे पीछे ही कुछ था.
Snoop Dogg बोलता है ना कि I keep the white blue flag on the on the left side. That's the क्या कहते हैं, and that's the best side. Basically वो एक sign होता था ना, they kept this their handkerchief या blue uh, clothing hanging from the back of their pants on the left side of the pant, which जिसका वो होती थी कि they hated the police, something like that. तो उसका गाना नहीं है, कौन सा स्नूप डॉग का जो गाना है वो स्नूप वाला, उसमें वो बोलता है
Drop it
वो
like a thought.
ड्रॉप इट लाइक हॉट में, यस,
Yeah.
उसमें बोल रहा होता है कि आई हैव a blue flag hanging on my backside. That's the
Oh yeah, yes. Amrit
वो
But
desperately like वो फिट करता है उसको, तो जबरदस्ती घुसाता है कि नहीं, by the way I also hate the fuck the police. कभी भाई क्या हो गया.
but going back to the song, मुझे अंजुम का part बहुत पसंद आया. I think that अंजुम was might
It
have been
actually
the
that fit better with the song than Farisshafi's.
yeah, Farishafi was almost like, you know, Farish, it's this package. It's like this DLC pack on a game जो एक ही चीज करता है, you know. It's like this addition, इसको डालोगे and it'll give it a certain flavor, you know. And
I
Faris
think
does that
another
quite
reason
well.
Talha Anjum का fit क्यों है, उसका rap भी ऐसा ही है. Like most of his songs are the
Yes,
same theme, right?
correct.
So
तो
he
तला
just
अंजुम का मुझे
fit
फिट
in.
जो है ज्यादा comfortable, ये natural थोड़ा सा
Yeah.
लगा. But मुझे पसंद आया गाना. I mean, it was, but I haven't heard it. I heard it the third time last night because I wanted to refresh my memory.
My only thing was मुझे कराकरम थोड़ा ज़्यादा चाहिए, like कराकरम
चाहिए था.
like जो उसकी end में scream थी ना, I wanted more of, because that's what कराकरम is known for.
पूरे
Right?
गाना
So they
चिल्लाता
took
रहता
the
है,
back
पागल है
seat.
उसकी माँ बहन करने वाली है.
उसके गाने सुनो, that's all he does. So it's
नहीं नहीं,
nothing.
बट स्टिल आई थिंक कोक स्टूडियो उसमें बीटीएस में, आई डोंट नो इफ यू सीन, उसमें बताता है कि भाई वी
चीज
कांट
खराब
डू लाइक अ
करेगा।
फुल ऑन रॉक वर्जन ऑन कोक स्टूडियो, लाइक ऑब्वियसली ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता था कि वो एक कोराक्रम का अकेला सॉन्ग जिसमें वो चीख चीख रहे हो तो लोग कहेंगे पे क्या हो गया, ये क्या पसूड़ी
नहीं
के बाद
अकेला
छोड़ो
ना
यार,
भी हो, but at least
पसूड़ी के
they,
बाद, पसूड़ी के बाद चलो फुल डेथ मेटल शुरू हो गया, डेथ मेटल कोक
nah,
स्टूडियो।
but he's not exactly death metal. सुनना है तो वो टखा टख को सुनो, वो that those guys are death metal. मगर ये फिर
नहीं नहीं
भी
खैर,
they still, जो उनकी जो
बर्दाश्तेबल है
थीम,
ये, लिंकिन
yeah,
पार्क टाइप का है ये,
yeah,
लाइक उनकी स्क्रीम लिंकिन पार्क वाली स्क्रीम है। तो
yeah.
तो उसमें वो बताते हैं कि यार वी नीडेड समथिंग कि जिसमें उसको, मैंने अगेन दे डिडंट गो द एक क्या कहते हैं राहत फतेह अली खान डूइंग एंड देन ही इज गोइंग करके
Oh,
तगड़े
that's the
सा।
best one. क्या याद दिला दिया।
तो वो
अजूहना।
क्या कहते,
अच्छा, I don't think Zaib knows that.
कौन सा है,
मैंने
किसकी बात कर
जैन
रहे
को
हो?
दिखाई थी वीडियो। यार इंडिया गया था राहत फतेह अली खान, एंड वहाँ उनका उनका जो राहत फतेह अली
तो
खान
मेरे
का
सामने
है,
बतलाना।
मास्टर सलीम। So
So
he is
they got
also
into this
very
this
classically trained.
rag off. They got into this rag
हाँ,
off.
बेसिकली रैप फिर राग ऑफ था, और उसमें बज गई थी सोनू निगम की
क्यों
कि ये रुक ही नहीं रहे भाई,
रुक
10
ही नहीं
मिनट
रहा
तक
था,
राग
ऐसा
ऑफ
क्या चल
चला
रहा?
उनका। मतलब
क्यों?
उनका वो हो गया था, टसल हो गई थी कि
ऐसा
एंड
रुक ही
मैं
नहीं रहा,
करूंगा।
अना पे आ गई थी
हाँ
बात ना, तो तक
हाँ,
मैं
आना पे आ
करता
गई
गया।
थी, दोनों लगे पड़े हैं, आ जाओ, दोनों तरफ चल रहा है, और राहत जहां एंड करता वो फिर शुरू कर देता। ये तो वो बोला ये फड्डा एंड में ये हो गया कि मैं फाइनल नोट छोड़ूंगा, तू नहीं
हाँ,
छोड़ेगा। अब बीच में
वो
सोनू
ये
निगम आया, वो भी गाते हुए पकड़ के दोनों को लेकर गया कि चल भाई बैठ गया, बहुत हो
And the thing is,
गया।
वो लोग जजेस, it's not their stage, वो कंटेस्टेंट बैठे में क्या हो गया?
हाँ, जज थे, दोनों जजेस में पढ़ना पढ़ना शुरू हो गया था। It was amazing, जबरदस्त
ओह
वीडियो
शिट,
है।
आई नीड टू वॉच दिस, आई नीड टू वॉच द राग ऑफ। तो वो बेसिकली वो एक वो होता है ना कि यार अगर हम एक रॉक म्यूजिक कर रहे हैं तो चलो एक ऐसा बंदा डाल दो बीच में जो कि जिसको आवाम लोग जानती हो, जनरल आवाम, लेकिन
Yeah,
दे टुक अ रिस्क विद रैप ऑन दैट, क्योंकि रैप
yeah.
अगेन इज आल्सो वेरी, इट्स नॉट, इट्स कंटेम्पररी बट इट्स नॉट क्लासिक इन दैट सेंस,
It
राइट?
became more like Linkin Park actually.
इट बिकेम मोर लाइक लिंकिन पार्क, मेरा फील सबसे
Exactly.
पहले वही आई थी, लिंकिन पार्क के टाइप का फील था।
Like new metal, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But the music was amazing. The guitars, everything was brilliant. The solo wasn't overdone.
I
I'm a
think the
sucker
CG
for.
work in the
Oh
video as
yes,
well, that was
oh
Yes.
yes.
very well done.
Yep.
I'm a
Very well
sucker
done.
for the fact कि जब solo work होता है ना वो इतना overdone ना हो, like ऐसा हो normally हो इतना.
Hmm.
Um, as you can see, my daughter is at the back. वो घुस रही है कमरे में. खैर anyway, तो अपना खैर, लेकिन वो I thought, लेकिन contrary to what Zen said, I didn't like the Faris part. I thought it was good, and it like शुरू वो कहाँ से करता है, लेकिन वो जब तक वो आता है end पे, it becomes
End पे
relevant
it
to the song.
becomes relevant to the song at the very end.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's a bad part. It's just
नहीं,
जब
it
सुनते
becomes
हैं ना, it's like,
relevant.
oh, I've heard this before. Like this, you know. It's not like a
क्योंकि
blaster
वो
or
बात
something.
करता है, वो बात करता है कि अपनी बात करता है कि मैं किस लेवल का बंदा हूँ, जिस तरह से रैप में होता है कि अपनी अपनी यू टूट योर ओन हॉर्न, and then by the end of it then he kind of links it to the fact that I am also alone and then I also need some time, like I'm also there for you, like जो कि गाने की फील है कि ये दुनिया चलती जाएगी, रुकती है कहाँ किसी के लिए, whatever, right? So but yeah, Anjum was amazing, and I was wondering how come Anjum got like more feated, if you that's a word, in the song than Faris,
Misha.
because he kind of like he over he I would say what he was more in the spotlight than Faris,
Yeah.
surprisingly. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
thought they were probably gonna do the other way around, like Faris being the main guy in the ticket, and then it was more like Karakram X Talanjub featuring Farishafi, like
Faris
feature
Shafi,
part,
yeah.
chota part hota hai,
But
usually.
Faris gets its flowers later on. I mean, when he does
Oh
that.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That's
much.
that's when it makes sense to me. मैंने कहा अच्छा इसका पहले से गाना हुआ होगा, उन्होंने बोला होगा कि अच्छा दादा तू तेरा है ना अपना, तू उस पे तो बच्चे को तो करने देना, like let's just focus on the
Exactly.
song itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was glad. I really enjoyed the song. I haven't listened to it a lot. But it's something, if it's, I'm thinking if it keeps on playing in my car on repeat, maybe fourth or fifth time ke baad I would be like, okay, great, now I've listened to it, great, let's
Yeah.
move on. But also mostly because of the rap parts and the solo part, that's amazing. I think those
Mm-hmm.
parts are just fantastic. Okay, anyway, let's move
Yeah.
on to the next one.
Picche Hut.
Oh, Piche Hut,
This
Piche
is my surprise
Hut.
package for this season.
Mm.
Honestly, that was the most surprising song because Justin Bieber, that's the viral
Yeah,
sensation,
Yeah.
right?
Justin
The
Yes.
Bieber जो
Justin
गाना
Bieber का जो baby
Yeah.
गाना था
Baby
उसको
guy, yep.
हाँ.
and मैंने जब सुना like oh, that's them
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
them.
they were so confident, man. I was like
Mhm.
They were so confident, man.
I enjoyed this song. I enjoyed the hell out of this song first of all. मैंने जब ये lineup पढ़ी, you know, who was there? Talal,
Hassan Rahim. Hassan
Hassan
Rahim Talal.
Hassan Rahim,
and then
Talal
Bibis,
Qureshi,
right?
and then Justin Bibis.
I was
Like,
like, you
okay.
know, I mean, it might be one of those throwaway ones that I might not listen to again. But no, man, I could not
I
have
think
been
this
more
is one of
wrong.
the most catchiest one. इसकी
It
beat
might
This
is
be
was
amazing.
the catchiest, actually. मुझे
Yeah.
तो
और
it
actually,
was
you know what?
highly infectious song.
तुम लोगों ने नोट किया कि जब प्रीव्यूज आते थे गाने के, प्रीव्यूज जब रिलीज होते थे,
Yeah.
तो उसकी प्रीव्यू में जो हुक था ना, जो उसके तुम वो जो
Yeah.
आ रहा था ना, तो आई वाज हुक्ड इन फ्रॉम दैट, लाइक नॉट इवन लिसन टू द सॉन्ग. मैंने कहा अबे यार ये तो बीट ही कोई नेक्स्ट लेवल लग रही है. और फिर
Yeah.
तलाल कुरैशी पे तो आ गया,
Talal
इफ
Qureshi is
तलाल
like, yeah.
तलाल बीट नहीं बनाएगा तो फिर क्या है, मतलब कि
And he's
was
worked
that's
with
what he does. That's
Hassan
what he
Rahim
does.
before, right?
Oh yeah. पैसा सुना है?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
पैसा
that
is one of my favorite
sick,
songs.
Yep.
sick beat on that song. बहुत
I love
जबरदस्त
उसका
song.
जूना भी बहुत पसंद है मुझे. I know it's
जूना
not.
नहीं, हसन
Yeah.
रहीम तो मैं बहुत पहले से
Yeah, he's
फॉलो कर रहा हूँ. आई
बहुत
स्टार्टेड
अच्छा,
विद
बहुत अच्छा.
आई डिस्कवर्ड तलाल कुरैशी फर्स्ट,
Hmm.
उसके थ्रू हसन रहीम, एंड देन हसन की तो डिस्कोग्राफी इज अमेजिंग, लाइक बीट
Yeah.
और उसकी सिंग, एंड देन ही गॉट फ्लोज मैन टू. ही इज नॉट लाइक
Oh,
जस्ट अ
yeah.
सिंगर.
No, he's really good, and he does a bunch of different, like एक तरीके की
हिज
singing नहीं
बार्स है
करता
उसके.
है.
हाँ आई नो, ही हैज हिज ओन लैंग्वेज, लाइक कौन सी लैंग्वेज है, शीना लैंग्वेज है ना उसकी.
हाँ.
Yeah.
ही इज फ्रॉम हजारा, तो
Hmm.
वहाँ की लैंग्वेज है वो. So he brings in a lot of that as well, and then he's got flows, bars, and then he can sing as well. The
Hmm.
song was unbelievable, like, and then the idea behind the song, yeah, this is kind of like this new age, back
Yeah.
of the streets, kind of like new kids on the block kind of feeling.
Great
And
video.
then Zain,
Video भी
a
बहुत.
great video. There's a whole like वो जो video game वाला
Yeah,
portion था उसका,
yeah, that was really
amazing,
nice. Hmm.
amazing.
Great
Or
piece.
then to
Video
Zain's
set.
point,
No.
Justin Bieber's का confidence, like when they walk
Mhm.
in, I was like, dude, are they kidding me? Are you
And
kidding
even
me?
the
Like
line
this.
in the song is गड़बड़ किए बिना यूं गा गए, right? So it's like you expect them to be, because they're, viral हुए थे, right? They were
Oh
not,
yeah.
and then they come with that confidence, and then they just, yeah.
And
It's a blast, that song. It's
Yeah,
such a
it
fun
is.
it's a
song.
blast. And then Hassan Rahim writing it,
Mhm.
even the Justin Bieber's part. And in the, I don't know, BTS देखी इसकी तुम लोगों ने इसकी?
नहीं भी नहीं.
इसकी BTS में जुल्फी बताता है कि जब हमने बताया कि हसन रहीम को कि यार this is gonna be you, Talal and Justin Bibis, so and then you have to write a song for their part as well. Sorry, you have to write a part for the song as well. Their part of the song. So he actually went back. Hassan Rahim went back, did like research on the types of work that they've done, वायरलिटी, उनकी पूरी हिस्ट्री पढ़ कर आया, क्योंकि बोल रहा था कि यार ये बंदा लाइक ही न्यू एग्जैक्टली हु ही वाज राइटिंग फॉर. तो जो
Yeah.
तुम बात कर रहे हो ना कि जो लाइनें उनकी लिखी है जो उनकी एक्चुअली लाइफ पे रिफ्लेक्ट कर रही हैं, इट्स नॉट अ कोइंसिडेंट, ही एक्चुअली मेड इट हैपन दैट वे.
Nice.
तो that I found like remarkable ke, again original song, these young guys writing
Yep.
the whole thing. And then uh Talal Qureshi, again someone who's been like undergroundish, if you like
Hmm.
Faris, like Hassan, like Justin Bibis. They're all been underground artists who've now been like now they're like
It's good to see
mainstream.
them have their day in the sun,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like consistent. Talal and Hassan, though, I'm pretty
They
sure
have to be, yeah.
they have to be. Hassan is like too good, yeah. Hassan, he's a doctor, man. And then on top of that, he can write the likes of Juna and
Um,
Pesa.
and
Pesa
his
ka flow,
music
yeah.
videos are amazing too, like so simple,
Amazing.
but
I know. तूने देखी है वो ऐसा
सस्ते
कैसे
तरीन काम करते हैं, सस्ते तरीन में मुका देता है वीडियो, but they're so catchy still.
effective,
मतलब yes,
effective.
very. जूना
सस्ते
की
तरीन
वीडियो
में
देखो
मुकाता
ना,
है.
he just put the
कुछ नहीं है.
camera on the cart and he's just
कार्ड
dancing to it,
dancing, that's it.
and
That's
it's
it, man.
brilliant.
सिर्फ स्टोर वाले से बात की होगी उसने, यार मैं एक दिन आऊंगा शुरू में,
हाँ,
पहले जो सुबह का वक्त नहीं होता क्या, बस मुझे खोलने से आधा घंटा पहले बस मुझे स्टोर दिख गया, वो दे दे एक्सेस.
exactly.
दैट्स इट.
Yeah,
दैट्स इट. उसने 2-3 शॉट्स किए होंगे उसने, एक उसने यहाँ रखकर, एक यहाँ रखकर, दैट्स इट,
that's it.
खत्म बात.
बहुत जबरदस्त था. It was very good.
Unbelievable. Like it was just simplicity, get it done kind of vibes. Even पैसा, यार पैसा भी क्या है, सिर्फ रैंडम वीडियो जो हमारे मोबाइलों
Yep.
में नहीं पड़ी होती, उसको मिला के उसने एक वो बना दी उसने. Like, it was
very
brilliant.
very
Like
talented guy. I think he's gonna do really good. अभी वैसे भी उसकी
बहुत
popularity बहुत है. He's doing a lot of
बहुत है,
concerts and stuff. So
बहुत है, बहुत है,
yeah,
बहुत है, बहुत है. Like he's on
he
the up for
deserves
sure.
that. Mhm.
Deserves it. Next one is
was this
Moses
Arif, I
Arif.
think.
It's probably it's in my top 3, and it's one of
It's up
probably my
there.
favorite. It's my favorite. Again, surprising thing was कि जब first time I listened to
But
it.
by the way, before you get into that, मैं नवेश से मुझे इस बारे में पूछना, is that a real single shot, that video जो उसकी है Moses Arif की?
Looks like it. Definitely.
It is.
If it is, that's impressive.
I saw it once. मैंने उसको बहुत, as I said, उसकी वीडियो मैंने इतनी नहीं देखी. I saw it
BTS
once.
देखो ना, BTS देखो, उसमें सब बताते हैं किस तरह से किया है उन्होंने ये.
So there is actually a single shot, because that looks
Oh yeah.
It was
very
like,
impressive.
song is really nice. It's
भाई ये कोई they have practiced each song to like the minutest details before they actually record it, and then obviously recording में भी takes होती हैं कि अच्छा ये take अच्छी नहीं थी, चलो दोबारा से करते हैं, and then they
one shot
do
में
the
तो यही
whole
होता है,
thing.
right? One
क्योंकि
little mistake and you have to restart.
You have to
क्योंकि
whole
वो
thing.
go back to
उसमें
it.
जुल्फी कह रहा था ना कि मसला है कि वी आर रिकॉर्डिंग द ऑडियो विद द वीडियो, तो अगर ऑडियो में किसी ने फक अप कर दिया बीच में तो अब दोबारा
Then the
शुरू होगा, ये नहीं कि
video.
अब हाँ क्योंकि वीडियो भी गई ऑडियो भी फारिग, फिर
सही
दोबारा
बात
शुरू
है.
करो.
It's both. No, this.
It's
It's
like
not easy.
insane
It's not easy
and
with the
then they
volume.
had people like uh, Sajid and Zishan का जो है
Zishan
Zishan
directed
Pervez
videos.
directed videos, and then
Yeah.
I don't know if you know Kamal Khan, who made a movie क्या कहते हैं लाल कबूतर, जो कि बहुत फेमस की थी, अवार्ड विनिंग मूवी
I
है
think one of
कराची.
the best Pakistani films.
You've seen it.
I've seen it.
So he's the director of that movie, and then he's doing like
It's
this. So
really good.
obviously आपको you can expect to see great stuff, and then you
Yeah.
see that. उसने ये by the way ये one shot video ये इसने रिकॉर्ड करी थी पीछे sorry पीछे हट की भी उसने की थी और इसकी भी इसने की है.
अच्छा, पीछे it was him as well. Nice.
हाँ
Very
हाँ.
good.
तो one of
मुझे
my
मजा आया.
and then मुझे बहुत मजा आया. Like मैंने ये ऐसा गाना है कि पहली बार जब मैंने सुना ना, I was like I don't know. Maybe this is probably the one song which I was too excited for, and then it's not gonna work out. फिर जब मैं दोबारा सुना है ना उसका,
It grows on you. Yeah.
फिर उसकी beats और hooks जो है ना वो मुझे like they caught up, and then again Actionzain का piano, वो जो उसका piano part है, पता नहीं. अच्छा वो अपने आपको इंट्रोड्यूस भी कहते हैं, माय नेम इज Actionzain. अबे असली में तो नाम असली बता देना क्या हो गया है.
Crime master. Crime master.
Crime master को बता रहा था मैंने.
Action.
हाँ क्राइम मास्टर को कहने कि अपना जॉब भी बता रहे हो काम. तो नहीं मैं कहता शायद नाम तो असली में बताते लाइक Actionzain. अच्छा और एवरीवन इज रेफरिंग टू Actionzain. कोई इसका नाम ये नहीं बोला कि मोहम्मद जैन. Zain Pervez.
After a certain age, you sort of get a little serious. थोड़ी सी संजीदगी आ जाती है आपके मिजाज में. Like, I'm
अच्छा वो
Actionzain.
he introduces himself and no shades on him. I actually love the guy, but he introduced like it's a serious face. I'm Actionzain and I am
Like,
the
how do
producer.
you switch between those two modes? Like, अगर आप नादरा के ऑफिस में गए और नाम पूछा आपका नाम क्या Actionzain? What?
क्या पता लिखा भी उस पे Actionzain. अलिफ ये के काफ. So again, I think that was a fantastic song. Like मजा आ गया था इस गाने में. The
अच्छा,
rap
set
portions.
designers जो भी हैं, hats off to these guys.
Oh yes.
चलो
They were
वीडियो
amazing.
अलग है. Video is another thing, shooting it, but the जो sets बनाए हैं इन लोगों ने, it's
यार इस गाने का
वो भी
तुमने
काम
अगर
करते
तुमने I don't know if you heard the song on a like speaker or like headphones or in the car. जो गाना जब end होता है जो bass part है, I want that part to continue for like
continue, yeah.
for at least 30 more seconds.
Obviously.
अबे वो तो बहुत फाड़ू पार्ट है. Like I was like damn यार इस पे बनाते ना गाना यार, ये तो बेस्ट
The
था.
bass एक और गाने की which was weirdly enough, महरम की जब chorus hit करता है, if you listen to it in the car, the bass is very heavy, like the whole car is like shaking. तो उस टाइप का ही था ना. It's good. अच्छा गाना है. इसकी मैं वीडियो में properly देखूंगा, but yeah, the song was great. Misha's part was amazing too.
Misha was amazing. Misha was amazing as usual. We're in the final stretch now. Number 10, Beparwa, Momina.
This was the song where I would have preferred sheagill to do a solo song rather than Momina, even though it might have the most I think the best video.
Oh yeah, best set for sure.
Mind blowing. वो जबरदस्त काम किया. And
अबे पूरा जंगल बना दिया उन्होंने एक warehouse में.
कोरंगी में warehouse था, इसमें ये काम किया सारा.
I thought it was लाहौर में हो रहा है सारा काम.
नहीं कोरंगी था. That's what I read. Yeah, Zishan ने किया ना. Zishan ने post किया था कि it's a warehouse in Korangi. That's what he wrote.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
to
आई थॉट
and to
लाहौर में कहीं
create
होने सारे का,
to
क्योंकि
create
सारे लाहौर
that.
बेस्ड थे ये लोग सब.
हाँ, मगर it was like phenomenal. The video is
अबे यार वो सीरियसली
beautiful.
ऐसा लग रहा था कि एक्चुअली लाइक या तो सीजीआई है या
Yeah,
एक्चुअली किसी किसी जंगल में है, बट इट वाज नीदर. इट वाज अ जंगल क्रिएटेड, बट
within a
लाइक
village.
लाइटिंग के हिसाब से ऐसा लग रहा था कि लाइटिंग के साथ उन्होंने उसको प्ले किया है. ऐसा लग रहा था
Yeah.
एक्चुअल जंगल है, लाइक ट्री है, एवरीथिंग.
No, that was
The
that
whole
was
production crew was just nailing
just
in
phenomenal.
every
Yeah.
song. Zabardast.
I thought the acapella part was really good. जो acapella part आता है बीच में, या acapella कहेंगे या बैकअप सिंगर्स क्या
I
कहेंगे?
think acapella पे तो end होता है, if I remember correctly. मतलब उसके
नहीं नहीं,
आगे
बीच में
था.
आता है, बीच
नहीं,
बीच में भी
बैकअप
आता है.
आई थिंक कोरस में जो हिट होता है, राइट, उसके साथ साथ.
कोरस में, हाँ,
Right.
जो आते हैं जब वो आके खड़ी होती है, जो बहुत सारे लोग गा
हाँ,
रहे होते हैं साथ में,
yeah.
वो वाला पोर्शन मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा था.
It's a good song,
The,
but I
the
mean,
song is not bad. It's not
yeah.
bad.
Okay.
Not a bad song. It's a good
ऐसा नहीं
song
है कि
again.
I'm gonna listen to it over and over again. I
Me
think,
too. Me too. Me too. I
I've
think
listened to the Grand Total of 2 times, so I mean it's okay.
yeah,
it's okay. Like when I listen to it, I enjoy it. Like when I'm in the middle of it, I enjoy it. I don't forward it when I'm in the middle of it.
yeah.
But I have to
I
be
wouldn't
forced.
actively seek it out, मगर अगर चल रहा है तो
हाँ,
सुनेंगे.
चल रहा है तो चल रहा है.
चल रहा है तो मैं enjoy भी करूंगा. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं ignore कर दूंगा. I'm enjoying as well. और लेकिन वो again, it's a very specific mood song के वो एक थोड़ा spirituality है उसके अंदर. तो you have to be in that mood to actually enjoy it, right? अगर आप for example बचोदियों की मूड में और बेपरवाह पीछे चल रहा तो फिर यार like, it just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right.
वापस
तो
पीछे हट लाओ, पीछे हट लाओ.
पीछे लगाओ exactly.
Yeah.
तो but not a bad song. I think it's a good song. Momina's voice is what it is usually, like good voice. But yeah, I think sheagill, not for this song particular, but I think अगर इसके लिए
Like
कोई और
any, मतलब I would have preferred the
any
same. कोई नया
sheagill.
होना
Give
चाहिए था, not
her
Momina. Like it's a
something.
very Momina song, you know what I mean? I've heard this.
हाँ, I've heard this before. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
so
You're right.
कुछ
Again, इसकी arrangements and co-production Actionzain की थी. I gotta find this guy's real name, man. I can't, like, what's your real name? It's a good name. Then
No, it's a good name. I'm
तो
not gonna call you Action Zain.
ट्रैवल लाइसेंस
I'm not
दिखाया
gonna.
है, ये लो एक्शंस है.
I'm not.
That's my real
अगर
name.
दिखा दिया तो respect, man. I'll call you Actionzain, but I'm not gonna call you Actionzain.
Oh, his name
What's
is
your?
Zain Ali. Zain Ali.
Zain Ali.
It's a good name.
A,
It's a
A,
good name.
A से एक्शन.
It's a strong name. Zain Ali, Zain Ali से फिर Action Zain होंगे. इसका his handle is Action Zain.
हाँ, वही तो उस पे चला यार Actionzain.
I guess artist name है, वो तो होता ही है. लेकिन द
Artist
वीकेंड भी
का
है, वीकेंड भी जब बोलता था वीकेंड ही बोलेगा, वो क्या बोलेगा,
the
मेरा उसका नाम क्या असली मुझे भी नहीं पता.
my name is Rehan Qureshi,
देखो
also known as the Weekend.
द वीकेंड.
तो खैर, it's a good song, decent song. Moving on to
अगले वाले
I
में
would
तो
say
Zain and Zaib are gonna review Zain and Zoeb.
Zain Zoeb. हाँ,
ठगियां.
Zain Zoeb. This was my surprise package.
I love
मुझे
Zain and
मुझे
Zoeb.
मुझे मजा आया जाने में.
Zain and
मुझे
Zoeb
बहुत
के
मजा आया.
पहले गाने भी बहुत अच्छे हैं. They're really good at what they do.
And they were also in basement, right?
नेस्कैफे है वो जो जैन ने बताया था, वो क्रिप्टो करेंसी वाला जो गाना है हेदरियम. but it's a great, one of my favorite songs from Nescafe Basement.
यार अल्लाह माफ करे यार, क्या करे, बड़ा स्पिरिचुअल गाना है यार, क्या करे तुम.
I know. That's what the
Heatherium
name sounds
points.
like. Heatherium.
यार इसके बाद अगर हेदियम कॉइंस नहीं आए मार्केट में तो लाइक देयर वेस्टिंग इट. तो
But
हाँ, एग्जैक्टली, they were based.
one of my favorite songs from Nescafe Basement is Heatherium. It's like brilliant. Like एक अरसे बाद proper कव्वाली.
Also Waqar Zakkar's favorite song, funny enough. Like, don't joke, man, it's his favorite song. What are you laughing at?
Yeah,
तो
सही बात.
उसने गाना सुना और उसको माइंड करना ही शुरू कर दिया था फौरन.
तो
But a great song. Great
मुझे
song.
पसंद आया.
it's a good song यार. Speaking of crescendos, वो जो बीच वाला पोर्शन आता है ना, क्यूबी के पार्ट से पहला जो पोर्शन आता है जिसमें हॉर्न्स आते हैं, उफ, वो जब मैं सुनता हूँ ना, लाइक देयर लाइक बैक ऑफ योर नेक हेयर राइजिंग टाइप का वो जो फील आती है ना, जिसमें ही इज डूइंग हिज थिंग, कवाली थिंग, एंड द म्यूजिक्स काइंड ऑफ ग्रोइंग अगेन. Actionzain, again another Actionzain Zain co-production.
Zabardasti.
तो
The whole color mood of the whole
oh yeah,
video,
beautiful.
the costumes, everything was perfect.
And then also the fact कि उसमें BTS में उसने कहा था यार कव्वाली है but I don't want this to be they converted the
See,
कव्वाली to a song.
this is what I mean. Ki this is the second time I've heard, like we've always heard Qawwali with rock, right?
Yeah.
IPDM is the same thing.
Right.
Magar, this is the second time I've heard Qawwali EDM. The first time was Royal Hayat with
Right.
yeah, Mozam wala jo song tha. This is the
हाँ.
second time, and it actually works.
Mozam and Company.
Mozam and Company. But yeah, no, this is Zabardast. I think they nailed it. बहुत जबरदस्त
Absolutely nailed it. I think जो again to talk about confident walks onto the set like
oh, QB was like
QB when comes in like yeah QB comes in so naturally यार और again she's also one of the regulars in Coke Studio और
Yeah,
लोगों ने
she's always been a very strong performer.
one of those regulars
very
that I
strong.
don't mind.
I don't mind. I don't
Yeah,
mind at all.
she's
Yeah,
back. I'm like, okay, that's fine. She's
she's
gonna be.
back and she looked great. I think the song was amazing. It's one of my favorite songs right now. Like I can go back to listen to
It
it a
is.
lot. इसकी repeatability बहुत अच्छी है.
मुझे
Repeatability बहुत
बहुत
अच्छी है.
Key repeatability is strong.
okay, Zain and Zaib are coming to Coke Studio because like I've been a fan since Nescafe. I was like, no, these guys deserve to come here. क्योंकि
Yeah.
ये नहीं है कि कोई मतलब usually जब कव्वाली singers आते हैं they're like थोड़े age में ज़्यादा. These guys are young lads or like इतनी age नहीं है उनकी. And they're doing कव्वाली, so
Youngstunners. They're youngstunners, bro.
Youngsters, yes.
Youngsters. Yes. Youngsters.
Youngsters.
Inzi
No,
bhai.
but
Shout out.
and I like वीडियो में भी एक जो चीज थी दोनों एक दूसरे के सामने खड़े हुए थे while they were singing, right?
The
And
whole
just
thing was it was good.
that yeah, the
Conversation.
yeah,
The conversation was really good. Really good. I really enjoyed it.
Very strong song.
Slight. I don't know how to say this politically correct, but a lot of Punjabi songs this year. Okay.
yeah, yeah. There's yeah, सारे ही हैं समझ लो.
But
Like,
you
नहीं,
almost
I
सारे
think
ही हैं.
last जो था फिर मिलेंगे is उर्दू का.
फिर भी लेके पूरा उर्दू है. Like there's based on वो तो है भी कराची boys सारे.
Mehran was उर्दू.
पीछे हट is उर्दू.
पीछे हट is उर्दू.
हाँ,
But
चलो, हाँ,
majority is
पीछे.
Punjabi. Majority is Punjabi.
Majority is Punjabi. खैर anyway, तो
I
not
would
gonna
love
go
the
into.
Pashto song. Pashto नहीं था इस.
I think आएगा पछतो आएगा. Like Zulfi ना वो world music वाला जो होता है ना जो genre होता है उसका proponent है वो.
Season for sure. Yeah.
वो proponent है उसका कि world music type का. Next one is
Go.
one of my favorite songs actually.
It is. It might be my
Very
top
strong.
2. मुझे तो बहुत
Oh
पसंद
yeah, मुझे बहुत
Okay.
पसंद आया. And Abdullah again Abdullahsiddique.
Abdullah might be the
Who's
star
been-
of the song. He
Yeah.
who's one of the co-producers on a lot of songs like
yeah, he is. जितने भी
like
EDM का
Moses
काम है वो उसी का है.
Moses Sarif, and even like he's done like a lot of work with like even the first few songs as well. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ like इस song में he's like playing a very big role, but for him to do that, I like the whole theme. वो जो universe से बाहर से कैमरा आता है, and then
Oh, that's very well
beautiful.
done. So
Beautiful.
बहुत जबरदस्त.
वो जो
Amazing.
section है वो बड़ा beautiful लगता है वो जब when it starts ना बड़ा जबरदस्त लगता है वो. And
कलर
then
वो जो कहते हैं ना कलर ग्रेडिंग जो है पूरी वीडियो
बहुत
की,
अच्छी है,
it's
बहुत अच्छी है.
brilliant. वही वो जो एंड्रोमेडा समझ मतलब जो गैलेक्सीज वाले जो कलर्स हैं पर्पल ब्लू ग्रीन दैट्स द होल थिंग लाइक पूरी चीज
Yeah,
वैसे
yeah.
बनती है. It's very well done.
Set designing पता है किसने करी है?
Yes, sir.
नहीं.
It's Iraj Hadi, who is Muru's wife, by the way.
Whose wife?
Oh,
Muru's wife.
Oh, interesting.
she's talented, man.
It's
I
यार
haven't seen her
उसने
work.
That's what I was saying.
मूरू
the
का
set design की
मूरू का वो गाना देखा तुमने? कौन सा गाना था? मरियम की वीडियो देखी है?
वीडियो नहीं देखी. अरे हाँ वाली जो एनिमेटेड वीडियो थी.
हाँ, एनिमेटेड वो भी
Yeah,
उसकी है.
yeah.
उसने वो भी उसमें she's playing a part, like she's like the set
she's
designer
very
or whatnot.
talented. Like
Very talented.
very talented. I think the sets were चलो कैमरा वर्क तो है ही एक तरफ मगर if the sets are not as amazing as they were कैमरे में भी कुछ नहीं
कैमरे
दिया.
कुछ नहीं है, कोई फायदा नहीं है उस चीज
बहुत
का.
अच्छा काम.
कैमरा सेट्स को चैलेंज कर रहा था और सेट्स कैमरे को चैलेंज कर रहे थे, राइट? कि यार हमने ये बना लिया तो अब आप क्या कहते हैं इसको कैसे कैप्चर करते हो, इट्स अप टू यू. आतिफ असलम आई थॉट वाज अमेजिंग इन द सॉन्ग where he play like this is a sign of a true artist कि जब वो ना he doesn't feel small of himself if someone else is overshadowing him in the
You're
song.
taking the limelight, yeah.
हाँ, he likes to give other people the limelight. कि चलो ठीक है कोई मसला नहीं, it's Abdullahsiddique's song, he wrote it and he produced it. I'm gonna take a little bit of a backseat to give him the show so I can show how good he is, as
Yeah.
opposed to कि जैसे वो बात करते हैं ना वो जो राग ऑफ हो रहा था तो क्या कहते हैं राहत could have easily said कि चल ठीक है बच्चे खैर है होने दो कोई मसला नहीं है लाइक
Take
वो
the high
अपने
road, you know.
कंटेंट
So
होते हैं वो अपने अपने
Yeah.
आर्ट से अपने से आतिफ असलम cuts a very content figure. He's like, I know what I'm doing. I know my place in
he's
the.
And he
yeah,
knows he's gonna get the likes
he's
and
very
everything. उसकी
secure
fan
with,
following
with,
है.
with
He's
himself.
very secure guy, यार.
Yeah.
And it shows even in the BTS. वो बताऊँ क्या? BTS में वो दिखा रहे थे कि स्टेज बन रहा है वो सब कुछ हो रहा है काम. He's playing cricket with the staff जो होता है ना पीछे जो लाइट बॉय और कैमरा
Yeah,
बॉय
yeah,
लोग
yeah.
क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं मैचेस खेल रहे हैं वहाँ पर मैचिंग चल रही
Hmm.
है कह रहा हाँ तुम लोग लगे रहो हम लोग क्रिकेट खेलने अपना तो
Nice.
it showed a very good side of him I thought कि you know he's a very secure guy he knows
Hmm.
and then I read an interview Farisshafi का after the season जिसमें वो बता रहा था कि just when he collaborated with Atif right जो वर्ल्ड कप का सॉन्ग था by the way
Yeah.
also a very good song
Hmm.
Talal Atif
Faris.
and Faris जो a collaboration I want to see more of he says कि यार आतिफ असलम जो है ना he's like a celebrities का celebrity है वो like होता है ना कि celebrity का favorite celebrity क्या होगा तो he's like
Hmm.
that level तो for him to be like कि यार बड़ा humble and then down to earth and then you know to really give room to other artists on songs he's fantastic he's not like यार वो insecure लोग नहीं होते यार अब मुझे ऐसा ना हो कि कोई और अच्छा लगना शुरू हो जाए तो उनको कि अबे मुझे कौन पूछेगा फिर
Hmm.
so Atif I thought was amazing in the song and again trying out something different
Different. Yeah.
like fast singing like
Definitely,
rapish
definitely different. Yep.
and then reinventing himself as well with a lot of like electronic and then I'm sure he's opening himself to other ventures now
Yep.
with you know the fact that he's worked on that
He's
first song that he
acting
did in the
quite
season
extensively as well, I think.
by the way
But
not too bad in acting मैं उसको ड्रामा देख रहा हूँ not
Oh,
bad
I
at
mean,
all
कुछ झलक देखी है इसकी. I mean, he's doing better than his previous effort जो बोल में इसकी acting की थी.
Yeah.
or
He's
or 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 his original effort जो
जो
म्यूजिक वीडियो
क्लासरूम
थी
वाला था.
नहीं क्लासरूम में नहीं जो म्यूजिक वीडियो थी कौन सी यार वो दुबई
हम
में थी
किस
बनी
गली जा रहे हैं? अरे
नहीं
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 नहीं नहीं नहीं,
यार
वाली
नहीं,
क्या
वाली.
बात करे
नहीं
यार
नहीं
वो
क्या बात करे
मेड.
नहीं नहीं. नवेद नवेद से तो बोलो नहीं, नाम क्या था उसको तो पता ही नहीं होगा.
भाई.
अगर एक नाम है बंदे का तो बता दे
आतिफ
आतिफ आतिफ है उसका नाम क्या
आतिफ
दूसरा
एंड
नाम
कंपनी.
आतिफ का भी नाम
आतिफ एंड कंपनी.
वो वाला ना जो सुनो जग में साड़ा मैंने
नहीं,
बुला.
उसका
हाँ
एक उसने उसकी एक्टिंग स्टंट था बहुत पहले जिसमें कवर भी था. इट वाज ड्यूरिंग देयर टाइम जब वो लोग जब पढ़ते थे कॉलेज में थे उस वक्त किसी एक शो में उन लोगों का हल्का थोड़ा सा फीचर था. उसकी क्लिप थी इंटरनेट पे. तो उसमें क्या एक्टिंग की है गौहर और आतिफ ने. देखने
वो
वाली.
तो क्या कहते हैं पर हाँ इट लुक्स ग्रेट अगेन लाइव वन शॉट टाइप ऑफ सॉन्ग है ये उसका बीच का भी पोर्शन बड़ा वो अपना कैची है जो उर्दू वाला
वो
पोर्शन है
उन्होंने थोड़ा सा ना इसका थोड़ा सा क्लब फील डाला इस वीडियो में, you know, had
हाँ
the low hanging smoke and
की
all
बीट
that.
जो है वेरी उसकी बीट का जो
बहुत अच्छी है
जो कौन सा इंस्ट्रूमेंट है वो यार.
सारंगी सारंगी
हाँ, उसके साथ जो पूरी बीट मलाई है इट्स ब्रिलियंट.
सारंगी क्या हो गया
कुछ याद ही नहीं आ रहा
नाम याद नहीं आ रहा है इंस्ट्रूमेंट के. साला कुछ याद
वो
नहीं आ
क्या
रहा.
होता है
वो कौन सी फिल्म थी वो.
वो क्या होता है वो
वो कौन सी फिल्म थी
वो क्या होता
आवारा
है? वो पीने
पागल.
जाना है मुझे यार, वो पीना है मुझे.
आवारा पागल दीवाना जो थी उसमें परेश रावल नहीं था. किसी का नाम
हाँ
याद नहीं रहता साले को.
उसमें थोड़ी था वो परेश रावल के गाने उन लोगों के नाम थोड़ी याद भूलता था वो
नहीं, पर आवारा पागल दीवाना में था.
अच्छा
No, it's
अच्छा मैं
another
दूसरा
one.
क्या था
Yeah, yeah,
मैं
no, he's
दूसरा
right, he's right, he's right.
ना,
मैं दूसरा
उसमें
सोच
उसका
रहा
यही था
था
वो
मैं
नाम भूल गया.
हम हुए पागल समझ रहा था जिसमें वो
हाँ.
यूं होता है वो
हाँ, वो जो उसका
टुन
डांस मूव था.
Tommy, Tommy, ना Tommy, Tommy
टॉमी
ना
टॉमी मैं हूँ
उसका.
टॉमी मैं हूँ
नहीं.
तो कुत्ते का नाम क्या था जयंती लाल
Yes.
Yeah, we have to do an episode on Paresh Rawal's पूरी filmography.
comedic
Yeah.
timing
Yeah,
comedic
Comedic
timing
his
timing and his
characters.
different
Yeah,
characters.
characters हाँ we should do
Quotes.
that
we
actually
should
we
do
should
that.
do that
But anyway,
But
चलो
yeah, coming, I think last रह गया ना अब तो.
हाँ
yeah,
लास्ट रह गया
but
लास्ट
yeah,
इज फिर
great song
मिलेंगे
for Go. Mm-hmm.
हाँ
Go.
go is one of my favorite songs last song is फिर मिलेंगे which is Faisal Kapadia in his first time solo performance
Solo performance. Yeah,
with youngstunners again a bill I was very excited by I was like whoa
yeah,
youngstunners and
it's a
Faisal that's a very
very
interesting
uh,
हाँ बोलो तुम लोग
Faisal's part was exactly what you expect of Faisal.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
it is
quintessential.
जो मैंने कहा था ना farisshafi का part जो होता है, I mean it's kind of sort of
Yeah.
exactly what you come to
Yeah.
expect. Faisal's part was that as well, but very pleasing. मुझे youngster का part ज़्यादा gripping लगा and more interesting, and then Faisal's
हाँ
was
नहीं, youngsters were also
the
doing
refrain, right?
youngsters.
Essentially refrain at the
Youngsters
end.
were youngsters were
I
also
think
doing
अच्छा
youngsters.
combination था वो.
Yunus,
बहुत
Actually
like it was
gelled.
so good to hear Talha Yunus. Like that was his only song,
yes.
so he
that was his only song.
nailed his part too. It was
He
brilliant.
usually nailed his parts too.
Yeah.
तो मुझे अच्छा conclusion लगा फैसल की जो part था, it was more towards, you know,
And
ending something on a nice note.
yeah, and
which is why
even the song
was
has right,
called
फिर मिलेंगे,
फिर
so it's like,
मिलेंगे.
you know.
I
And
thought it was
think
an
अच्छा lगा मुझे.
apt ending to the season. I thought कि
Yeah, very
बड़ा
strong.
grand.
well thought out. Yeah.
और my favorite, तुम लोगों का favorite part of the song क्या था?
Yeah, मेरा तो रैप उसी यूनुस का तला यूनुस का रैप
पहले
वो तो
rap
था,
के
वो
बाद
तो
जो
था ही।
chorus था ना, that was my favorite part because
My favorite part was when the orchestra kicks in. I was like, whoa, this is like. मुझे याद है कि मैं first time देख रहा था ना, I was like, oh man, come on, they didn't do that. Come on,
Yeah.
that's just too much.
and it's a
क्योंकि वो एक बड़ा
one shot video.
it's a one shot video by
one shot video.
Zishan Pervez again.
Yeah.
तो amazing song. Although repeatability इतनी नहीं है उसकी, क्योंकि I would want to be in that, क्योंकि ये एक बड़ा specific time के लिए song था. अब यानी कि season 15 जब आएगा उसके बीच में आप you aren't gonna go back to it because it represents to me in my head
closure of season
जब
4.
closure of 14. हाँ, तो बड़ा specific moment के लिए song है वो. तो but it's nonetheless a very good closure to the season. You might be wondering कि 13 songs in a 14 season, like season 14 के 13 song, why is that the case? But that's because there's one song they didn't release. You know that,
Yeah.
right?
Ali Noor.
Yep.
Yep.
Ali Noor was probably
Ali
the
Noor.
14th guy.
14 again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe someone else with, I'm hoping maybe
Leak.
solo, क्योंकि नहीं, I'm
सकता है
hoping
leak
कि
भी हो जाए,
solo
नहीं
हो सकता है लीक भी हो जाए, लेकिन हो सकता I'm hoping कि solo उसका गाना हो वो, क्योंकि अगर किसी और के साथ होगा तो वो दूसरा आर्टिस्ट को भी लग गई, उसने बोला यार अब यार मेरा क्या, सोचो उसने किसी नए आर्टिस्ट के साथ किया हो उसका गाना कभी रिलीज नहीं हो.
But actually good for them though, because वो बुरी publicity होने से वो तो उन्हें इसके साथ गाना किया. You know what I mean? तो उसको उल्टा उनका
Good for them. हाँ.
उल्टा ही पड़ जाता उनका.
They just didn't want to get involved in that headache, right? So
he could have like Ali Noor could have like managed this whole thing so much better.
Better, yeah.
उसने ना, he just added more fuel to the fire. He could have just sort of let it slide or something.
No, he could have just apologized. He could have just apologized.
उसके बाद, yeah, but why does he have to, you know, demand acceptance from that person? अच्छा भाई,
Yeah,
apology
that's-
मांगी. Why does he need that? और फिर उसके बाद ये खबरें कब्रिस्तान बनाना और पता नहीं क्या मैंने सब छोड़
And then
दिया.
he just lost it at that point.
I thought he's like, yeah, he needs massive help. Okay, anyway, it's not about him. I think it's about Coke Studio.
But
Top three
overall,
songs. Top three songs. Navaid,
top
go.
3 songs. ये बड़ा मुश्किल है. It's like with this for the like अगर पहले के सीजन्स में होता
तुझे तो खैर तू एक बता, तू दो तो क्या है, तू एक बता बस. तुझे तो एक ही
एक बता दे भाई, तू एक बता दे. वो
तू
कौन
एक
सा
बता
था यार,
दे.
वो जो हमने अभी बात की थी, कौन सा था, मक्खन खाया वाला गाना बना दे.
वो जिसमें यू होता है, जिसमें
youngsters.
Youngsters.
youngsters. No, but I think Pasoori.
Yeah.
यार ठगियां and even पीछे हट.
Thuggy and Misha, okay.
Like I can't really name.
I know. Like top
That's
three.
why मेरे जो top 3 in no particular order, because I can't name
Moses
them.
Sarab is great. Like yeah, there's you guys.
मैं आपको बताता हूँ, मैंने जो तुम लोगों को वो शीट भेजी थी, दैट्स एग्जैक्टली द रीजन, क्योंकि मैं डिसाइड नहीं कर पा रहा था कि मेरा टॉप 3 क्या होगा, तो मैंने बड़ा साइंटिफिकली उसको रिजॉल्व करने की कोशिश की. आई वेटेड अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, जिसमें वीडियो भी है, सॉन्ग है, लिरिक्स हैं, थीम है, प्रोडक्शन है, ओवरऑल लाइक, और रिपीटेबिलिटी इज वन ऑफ द मेन थिंग्स. उसके बाद जो मेरा निकला है ना 1 2 3 निकले हैं. नंबर 3 इज गो.
Okay.
Number 2 is Pasoori.
Okay.
And number 1 is Moses Saraf.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Although I'm just thinking again कि यार ठगियां probably would be my number 3 if I were to replace go with something. But then go की अपनी एक बात है, like ठगियां का अपना एक वो
सबका
है,
अपना yeah, you can't really compare.
Yeah,
कंपेयर नहीं
मेरी
है.
top 3 काफी comparable हैं, but I don't have any particular order. It has to be like Meram, probably. Moses, Arif, and Go. Without Pizza Hut and maybe Pasoori as honorable mentions, but it's very tough.
That
But
tells you
over
about
that tells you what
the
a great season this was. तुम लोग
great
क्या
season.
final thoughts on the whole season, and then we'll wrap it up.
Great comeback. Finally, good to
It
hear
is a
something
great
different.
comeback.
नवेद तो
I
final thought बता, thoughts नहीं,
thought
thought बता.
good,
Thought
Good.
good, bad,
good,
oh, meh, good,
meh.
bad,
हाँ.
meh.
Amazing. Actually,
I thought it was amazing.
नहीं बहुत जबरदस्त है. It's like I'm looking forward to
Like I'm back on the Coke Studio bandwagon. इसके बाद मैं
Yeah,
I
exactly,
consider
Yeah.
myself
exactly.
like I lost Coke Studio a long time ago. Not interested. Maybe a couple of
Mm,
songs here and there, as we
yeah.
said at the
Yeah,
start of the
me
episode.
too.
But
But
now I'm like I'm
I
in.
want to see this evolution continue. अगला season में भी सारे EDM/rap elements अगर वो दोबारा से regurgitate
Yes, I
किए तो
don't want
it
that
will
again.
get very stale.
Mm.
But I think as on its own, it
I
was
think
just really, really strong,
I think वर्ल्ड जिस तरह का
fantastic
म्यूजिक अभी
season.
चल रहा है, जिस तरह का म्यूजिक चल रहा है, अब मुझे लगता है कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंडी विल स्टे अराउंड फॉर अ व्हाइल. Will
It
stay around
will
Yeah,
for a
but I
while.
don't want to listen to the same
sing again
exact
and again.
arrangement,
No, no,
for
no.
example, right?
Of course not. Of course not. I think, but knowing Zulfi, he already
That's
knows.
the
He
thing.
knows
Yeah.
he set the bar too high,
Right.
and then I'm pretty sure he's not going to do anything just for the sake of it. He's a very artistic person. वो ऐसा नहीं होगा कि बस निकालने के लिए बस पेल दो, कर दो, बस कुछ भी कर दो, वो नहीं
Yeah, he
करेगा ये.
won't. He won't. He will put
Right.
his 100% with
I
every
think one thing
season
we
that
must, one thing we talked about, but not as much as I would have liked, is the fact that Zulfi is a true leader. He knows what people to surround himself with, like
Hmm.
Abdullahsiddique, Actionzain, adnandhool, और
All the
कौन है यार,
curriculum guys, right? The whole.
Karakram guy, Sherry,
Yeah.
these guys. So he surrounded himself with such smart people
Hmm.
कि it was not all on him to figure it out कि यार अब मुझे कैसे बना. And then also he gave a lot of independence to the artists as
Like
well
there's
कि
a
भाई
lot of
सालो तुम लोग
creative
बताओ.
license to the other guys,
हाँ,
right?
Yeah.
कि साला मैं नहीं बताऊंगा जी, तू बता तुझे क्या करना है, like क्या
Hmm.
तेरा आइडिया. And then he would tweak it कि अच्छा ऐसे कर लो, ऐसे कर लो, ये कर लो, वो कर लो. And then he had like the likes of Abdullah Siddiqui giving him advice or giving him like songs or portions कि यार इस पे कुछ कर सकते
Hmm.
हैं, ऐसा कर सकते हैं. तो
Right.
the true testament of a great leader and a music producer is कि they surround uh, themselves with smarter people
Hmm.
than themselves. And then, again, Zulfi is also one of those people who's very content because he's been there, done it all, right? So I think he's gonna reinvent this himself again by changing certain people's around him. Like be like, "अच्छा नहीं अब तू अब तेरा idea क्या है?" Right? Maybe see talalqureshi more as
Hmm.
opposed to just for one
I
song.
would like that.
So
कि जो पुराने जैसे थे ना जो मतलब आतिफ मोमिन I would love to see more new
नहीं, मैं
people or
एज
maybe
एज अ
some
प्रोड्यूसर बात कर रहा हूँ, मैं एज अ प्रोड्यूसर बात कर रहा हूँ, लाइक टू बेसिकली जिस तरह से नंबर 2 उसका अब्दुल्ला सिद्दीकी बना होता सीजन.
yeah
He could maybe have Talal with him, like going down the
for
line,
the next
or
yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
like just to get a different voice, right? Different headspace कि जिसमें फिर different बंदा अपना input देके देता है तो आपको suddenly एक वो freshness दिखती है. I think that's what missed from like Ruhail and Strings कि that they kept using the same people.
over
तो
over
आपको रिपेटिटिव, फिर साउंड भी रिपेटिटिव होना शुरू हो गया था, क्योंकि अब एक बंदे के दिमाग में कितने आइडिया आ जाएंगे नए. आप सोचो अगर
yeah
जुल्फी अगर अकेले तरीके से प्रोड्यूस कर रहा होता तो क्या ही वो पहाड़ बना लेता अपने दिमाग से.
hmm.
वो तो एग्जॉस्ट हो चुका होता बाय द एंड ऑफ द
Yeah.
सीजन कि अब
Hmm.
आइडिया खत्म हो चुके, अब क्या नया आइडिया लेकर आया यार. अब उसने वीडियोस का आइडिया उसने सोचा था, लाइक ही थॉट
Yeah.
कि आई वांट अ म्यूजिक वीडियो, आई वांट अ डायरेक्टर ऑन एवरी वीडियो, आई वांट लाइक टू बी शॉट लाइक इतनी पंगे उसने लिए. ही डिडंट हैव टू, लाइक नोबडी वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग हिम. अगर वो सिर्फ यही गाने एक स्टूडियो सेटिंग में बजा देता ना, तब भी हम खुश होते.
Hmm.
एक क्लासिक कोक स्टूडियो
He just
सेटिंग में
added
ही.
another layer to the whole thing that was missing. Well, not
Yeah, it makes
missing, but there was
How
something
was it
fresh.
missing?
Yeah, it
Now
was.
no,
ne-
it was like
we,
almost like a performance art kind of feel to it,
Yeah,
right? It's
we didn't know it was
add करने
missing.
की
Now we know कि अच्छा this was missing.
ये भी हो
yeah,
सकता
it
है.
could be
Yeah.
done. We did not know कि ये possible है with a
हाँ.
live studio setting,
Yes,
like
Right.
इस
yes.
तरीके की videos बनाना. So that's the hats off to him for that.
That's out to him. I thought great season. I think we have been repetitive from that perspective.
Mm.
As Naved said, we would love to do an episode with the Karakram boys, but also Zulfi
Zulfi,
maybe
yeah,
sometime down the
hopefully
line.
one day.
One day we'll definitely have to sit down and pick his brain and see what his creative process is like. And he seems like a very passionate guy about music, and I would love to talk music with him. Great, yeah, it was a good discussion.
Just one thing,
Good
एक
wrap
चीज
up,
मैं
yeah.
पूछना चाहूंगा with you guys. Who do you want to see in the upcoming season? None of these guys. Which you guys would?
New guy, I think
Yeah,
Shamoon. Shamoon, I want to see.
that was my top pick.
Shamoon would be
Shamoon would
near
be
the top of my
amazing.
list.
And
Oh yeah, Shamoon, I want to see. I want to see. I think the um, somewhat super नाम है ना, क्या नाम है जो boys हैं,
Somewhat super gone.
somewhat या जिन्होंने उसके साथ वो गाया था, जो रैपर है, बलूची रैपर, यदे
नहीं
मिलियां सी, जो बड़ा वायरल हुआ था गाना, वो जो
नहीं
आबिद
सुना।
ब्रोही, आबिद ब्रोही को तो जानते हो ना?
आबिद ब्रोही का नाम सुना है, but I haven't heard that song though.
अच्छा, खैर खैर, वो somewhat super और
Would
वो
you
भी
guys want to see any of the bands like Pindi Boys or anyone?
oh yeah, Pindi Boys, I would have loved to see Pindi Boys.
Yeah,
I
what
don't know what
became
the
of
Kashmir maybe, I don't know.
what became of the sketches? यार वो भी तो अच्छे थे. I don't know what they're still around.
Sketches were really good. They've done a few seasons actually. 2-3 season में आए वो लोग sketches.
I don't remember them at
They've
all.
done.
Oj might be really good.
All
Oj.
might be good. All might-
Do you
might
think
be-
वो पेप्सी वाला पंगा चलेगा, पेप्सी कोक वाला? But
I don't
again,
think so.
फिलहाल I mean वो भी कर रहे हैं ना, ये क्या नाम है, youngstunners भी तो कर रहे हैं।
Youngsters तो दोनों एक साथ ही चला रहे हैं. वो तो
हाँ,
like अभी
so
अभी
I don't
उनका वो
think that would
पेप्सी
be
गाना
any.
निकला. तो I don't think
बयान, I
that.
would love to see बयान as well. बयान का you
वो
know
पूछेंगे
spin
यार,
back
वो
and
I'm planning जिस तरह से Naveed is planning an episode with Sherry and the boys. I'm planning an episode with Shahrukh, the guitarist of Bayan, pretty soon hopefully. So we'll get to ask him all of these questions कि यार कि ये क्या scene है, like how would that make it, how would that make into
contractually
the
and all
season,
that. Yeah.
because I know Zulfi loves क्या नाम है इसका, Asfar.
As far as yeah.
So Asfar is going to be involved one way or the other somehow. So they just need to figure out how to involve the
They'll
band.
figure it out. They'll figure it out.
I'm
बाकी भी
pretty sure that.
बाकी बैंड भी तो जो बयान का है वो they used to play at Nas Cafe, so वो तो जुल्फी तो जानता ही है इन सबको, like
I'm sure. They'll figure it out. But I think इस song के लिए I don't think they needed the whole band. तभी उन्होंने they just used the house band and Asfar's voice. But anyway,
Awesome.
more of that to come down the line at the Drawing Room Experts. Do subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcasts. Rate us there. Drop us a rating. It makes it easier for other people to discover the show. We're also on Instagram. Follow us there as well, to keep in touch with all the new episodes coming up. And yeah, anything else you guys want to add?
No, good.
No, I'm good.
Cool.
Fun
All right.
Fun discussion, guys.
Fun discussion. Long-winded one, but much needed. I think this season required a long discussion anyway. So
Yes.
awesome discussion, and we'll be back with another one. Thanks.
नवे थोड़े बादाम खा ले.
हाँ, I know.
तो बताने आता है.
चलो ठीक है.
तुझे कमरे से बाहर निकलने का रास्ता तो पता होगा ना तुझे?
हाँ, signing off with action and reactions and
Reactions and Reaction. That's a good name.
Yeah.
चल सर, हो गया.
चलो भाई, हो गया.